Hello and welcome to another session of our Tuesday night Rime of the Frostmaiden stream. This is session 31. Last session, our party cleaned up the Cave of Horrors, or Cave of Hungers. Well, kind of the Cave of Horrors too, I guess. There's horrors, there's hungers, there's everything. They recovered from their fight with the Elder Oblex, and then they went and spoke with some Nothics and got some information about Yithrin, the city that is their destination, obviously. They fought with a couple of Nothic ingestors, who are Nothics that were leaking and spewing corrosive ichor. They fought with a couple of mimics, which that got quite hairy. That fight did a lot closer to death for some of you than I expected that one to go. But I mean, tight quarters with adhesive enemies. That's how it happens, right? And then you found your way into the city of Yithrin, the crumbling necropolis far below the Reghead Glacier. You saw the remains of a tomb tapper, which was a hideous creature that used to guard Yithrin or patrol Yithrin for magic items. I guess I don't know if they're like magic items that were specifically created by. Anyway, then you went to the Tower of Abjuration, dealt with the insanity rune, kind of, by sacrificing Gira to it, your poor vulture familiar, a couple times. Discovered the anvil and hammer in the Tower of Abjuration, which can destroy magic items. Also discovered that it's guarded, by 6 magical constructs who, if they're guarding it, then they're not doing a great job because they just stood there and watched you guys manipulate it and didn't do anything. And then you left. You went back out into the
Snark
streets.
from our own DM.
Well, I mean, it's another mystery, you know? It's like, what happens there? Do you have to go back? I don't know. Oh, you also find one of the lines of text from the Arcane Octad to the right that will be used to deactivate the force field that is currently encasing the Mythalar and Master Irialarthus's tower. So you got one of those 8 lines or steps that you need to perform. And then you started to proceed towards the what appears to be an arboretum. And on the way there, you stopped by a prison, an ancient prison within Yithrin, which was devoid of any occupants other than one individual who was strapped to an experimentation table. Monoth, the human assassin, who originally said he was a spy and then later corrected that after he was caught in his deception. Shared a little bit more insight onto what Yithrin was like in the past, but his knowledge is so dated that he didn't have any other insight as to what it was currently like. He didn't even know the city had crashed. And during the course of your time in Yithrin, you discovered that Rixana was not with you, surprisingly enough. So, that's gonna catch us up. We're gonna pick up right after right where we left off last time at the prison, as you guys are all there in the, as far as I know, still in the experimentation room. So what are you guys doing from here? Ian will bring you in a little bit.
I was going to say, now seems like a convenient time to go find Rix.
I like it.
Sure.
So, to be clear, there was no resting that happened yet, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Weren't we going to? Was that the plan?
We were going to,
We
but
talked
now
about
that-
it, yeah.
now that we have a Rix, I'm inclined to go get Rix.
Acquire the Rex.
I still don't know why people were so reticent to rest in either the prison or the tower.
I think the prison was fine.
What?
Sure.
But it only had one way in.
Oh, that's a totally.
I love,
Yeah,
I
no,
love
it's-
sleeping in a creepy ancient
Right.
prison from a long lost civilization
from
where
the
nobody's
Shadowfell.
alive and it's disgusting.
You've
I
literally
see
come
nothing
from the
wrong with that.
Shadowfell. I don't want to hear it.
No, I don't.
Feywild.
I'm from the Feywild.
Yeah, but you were in the Shadowfell with
completely
Tissa,
Fuck
I
out of
thought.
here. No.
We don't know that.
All right, let's go get Rix.
Okay.
Let's go find Rix. Sorry.
As you all are approaching the entrance to the prison, heading back out to the street, you see a flickering green light reflecting off
flame.
of some of the buildings Yeah, a flickering green light, and you hear this cackling echoing from between some of the buildings.
What?
What are you doing? How do you react?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I shush it like we're in a library.
Can you say that out loud?
Yeah, look, we're already a person down.
Okay.
All right.
There's. It's a suggestion, it's not an order.
All right. Well, if you
One
step
out of
out of the
agreement.
prison, once you step out of the prison, this thing that is giving off this light and cackling madly reveals itself. It comes around the corner, and you see your old friend, the Flame Skull, floating through the air towards you.
No.
And behind it is a group of 4 of those Magian that you saw at the Tower of Abjuration. 2 of them are carrying great swords and crossbows. The other 2 are dressed in robes. And the Flame Skull turns and looks at you, and it cackles loudly, and the Magian draw their weapons. So we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative right away.
What?
I'm gonna move us to a new.
Did we aggro some like wandering mobs? Like what?
Yeah, it's
They're all a diet last
Okay.
week for some reason. Right.
Where's my token? There it is.
Oh, you don't have a tracker. Whatever
no,
this
I do.
is.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. Ah,
And let me roll for this.
doesn't actually change me in the placement.
Well, I don't have the enemies on there yet, so.
Thanks, advantage.
Who's? Oh, that's the dude that we rescued.
Because that art
Yes,
doesn't look
Monarch.
creepy in the
Sorry, wait, what?
slightest.
Yeah, he's definitely not shady.
Yep.
Wait,
He's an
minimum?
assassin. Of course he's shady.
He looks like
Blackadder.
Oh, I was gonna say an actor, but I don't remember the name.
Helpful.
All right.
I know. Oh well.
Okay, well, Leif,
That's,
our guy who cannot be surprised, you are up first.
Okay.
who's that guy on Thrones? The sellsword? Yeah, it's Braun.
Oh, Braun. Yeah, it does kind of look like Braun,
Yeah.
just with like longer hair.
hmm
Oh,
No.
that's a good sign of things to come.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
You don't say.
These don't return to me anymore because my DM hates me.
I think you
Wait.
complained about all the other features already, so...
What are you didn't tell me what you're throwing at. Who are you throwing at?
The flame skull.
Okay, all right. That's a
You
hit.
say that like that's obvious.
Yeah.
It's the closest. I've got 20 foot on throwing weapons.
Oh, that's true, I suppose.
Use your brain.
And
Oh,
And
you're
another
right.
one.
by the way, if you need the axe to return, let me know next time we rest. I can infuse it.
Doesn't that take up one of your limited number?
You need
though?
magic
Or are you
items?
using it for other stuff? Right,
It's
so
okay. I have stuff I'm not using.
I'll pop the Stein rune on that guy as well. So takes another 2, and then bonus action, I
Okay.
will throw a third X. So I have to go retrieve
All
things
right.
now because my DM hates me.
15 hits. All right. The flame skull is bloodied.
Oh, good job, dude.
I'll run up and I'm guessing the one that was a critical miss, like hit the floor or something that I can pick it up.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, they wouldn't be lodged in this thing. They all would have
Why?
fallen.
That
So.
looks cool.
Because the skulls are bigger than it. I don't know. It'd be like floating lopsided if it had a skull hanging out of it. All right. These guys are going to
Oh shit, they're next. Oh fuck, this
spread out a
mistakes were
little
made.
bit. Yep, they're next. That one. They're gonna go like that, and
Oh, what a surprise! It's a pincer move.
they're actually gonna close in on Leif.
What?
Actually, instead of moving out. like that.
I guess
We're gonna
that's
instead
just as
close
well.
Are these the robed ones?
it.
Oh
Yes,
God,
these
please
are the
no,
robed
not two
ones.
Blake
They are
singers.
not.
That would just ruin my evening.
They're not. They're not carrying weapons. They rush forward, hands outstretched, and you see arcing lightning and electricity between
They just
their
want to
fingers.
give you a hug.
Yep. So you're gonna take 4 attacks here. 3 hits and 1 miss,
Oof.
and this is all going to be lightning damage. It's not much. Don't worry. Well, individually, it's not much. You're looking at 9 plus 6 plus 8 lightning damage.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
just want
use
to talk.
I'm gonna use my
Doom
Stein
says in
rune
chat.
then as my reaction to get resistance to lightning damage. So 15, 23,
Nice.
halved, 11, 12 damage?
Yep. 12.
Okay.
Okay, and that is their turns. Nahessa, you're up.
Sailor Doom
Alright.
says they just want to talk.
Mhm.
Tap up on Monoth. I will give him my short sword. Guess.
Okay.
I think he's unarmed.
Yes, he is. He will
Yeah.
take it appreciatively.
Let's Blade Song. Alright, so I move 5. 15, 20. No. 30.
Yeah, we're still in fire.
I guess all I can do is throw out. I can't make any attacks. I'll just firebolt on the way there.
Okay.
With a spell attack that deals that much damage. Wow.
12 is gonna miss.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Unless you spend that inspiration you got, 12's gonna miss.
No, don't tempt me.
Don't make him do the curse, Benny.
Don't tempt me. No.
Wait. If anybody's immune to poison Benny, it would be the Yonti, right?
I don't know. Oh, good one. Well, no. It's a bit early in the night. I mean, literally the first roll. So no, I'm good.
Okay. Flame Skull. All right. Well, I mean, is it really a question? I don't think it is. I don't think it's a question. Yeah.
No.
Everybody except Leif, I need dex saves.
Oh, thank God.
Oof.
Ah, there you go. Nice. All right, let me mark that off.
Sick.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
And then it is, I think it's just going to hang out where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you guys hear something else approaching from the south.
God.
It's Rick's
Attracted to the sounds of battle. As you see Rixana charging forward. I'm gonna.
The
go
cavalry
ahead
has
and add a
arrived.
Where's the tank? I said tank.
I couldn't run that fast.
It would have been
You want
perfectly
one.
reasonable for Rixana to turn up in like a loader like Ripley.
Be awesome.
They've
Like,
done
look
a
what
lot.
I found,
all
guys.
right.
They've done a lot of work to make you like Newt at that point.
This is what was inside the wall.
That's what's
See,
wrong.
I was thinking that Rix would show up leaking Chardolin out of her eyes or something like that.
Leak Chardolin.
Mm.
Oh my God! Imagine if
my
she was
map
riding
isn't
the
loading all
tentacle
the way.
monster
What
from
about
inside the wall like a loader. It was like
I don't know how that's really like.
All right, Rix, you're in the
Rix, you
fight
like
now.
normal?
Welcome back.
Woo! Okay. This is my first look at the map here. Let's see. We got these blue guys.
Mm-hmm.
And who is this one over here on the southwest side?
He's a friendly.
This creepy looking dude.
He's not friendly.
Yep.
He's a friendly
He's
dude.
the
He is friendly as
assassin
far
that
as
they-
we know.
Oh, he's the prisoner? Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
he,
Mhm.
yeah. He's an assassin that
If
sucks.
you killed him, no one would blame you.
Rick's
I love it. Yeah,
man.
Rick's on his entrance is just, it's just like
I don't know
killing
you.
it.
Stab.
Look out behind you, Stab.
Yeah, look, there's an assassin right behind you.
I did it, everybody.
Oh
I'm just gonna charge. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and attack.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay, yep, should have sneak on that. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That is. That's a 22 damage.
Okay.
And then, yeah, let's do the bonus attack. It's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
5 more damage.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I'll stay right there.
Okay. Bear.
Okay. Well, like I said, the cavalry arrived, so yeah. Those dudes hanging out in the back, they're wearing in the tokens it looks like some kind of armor, right?
Yes, they would be wearing armor. Let me see.
They kind of are suits of armor, right?
They're wearing chainmail. Well, they're
They're just guys.
they have a body.
They're-
Yeah, they have.
They
A,
do have a
Yeah.
body.
They're regular
Right,
size
but-
Smurfs.
They're not warfare.
yeah, they're wearing chainmail.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot at the one in the back here.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Let me measure something. Yeah. So RoboBear is going to go kind of around, get up in their grill, and distract. I'm going to sharpshooter. $17.
hit. That hits it.
Okay. And 21.
Nice.
And then I will just take I'll take a second sharpshooter at him.
Okay.
12.
12
Damn.
misses.
Okay. Then I will move up myself.
Okay. Nice. All right, Runa. And Runa, from your position, since you're at the back of the group, you can hear the sounds of footsteps approaching from the southwest now, too.
Oh no. Can I look in that direction and see what's approaching?
They're not in sight yet. They're around the corner of that building to the south of you.
Cool.
Can you? Okay, real quick side question.
Yeah.
Is this line that I'm drawing? Is that on white spaces?
No, those
Or
are
Is there terrain?
there's terrain there.
Okay.
There's things.
It's white on my screen, so for whatever
Oh.
reason, half the image hasn't loaded. But whatever. Okay, yeah. So you hear more people coming from around the corner of that building, but you can't see them yet.
So I'm like standing right behind Kaylee. So Kaylee just hears Runa say very quietly and cryptically, like, there's someone coming. And then we'll step forward past her and join the fray.
Sure.
Okay. What are the differences between these ones in the front and these ones in the back?
These ones that rushed forward on Leif aren't wearing armor. They don't have any weapons. They attacked Leif by trying to hit him with melee spell attacks, from what it looked
Oh,
like.
gotcha.
The ones in
Okay.
the back are wearing armor and they have weapons.
Cool.
Typical.
Not sure what that means. Okay. I'm going to shift into bear form.
Okay.
So if you could change my size. And then whoop, and I'll attack that guy.
All right.
Whap.
14 hits.
Yay. Okay, 7 damage. And I'm gonna spend a superiority die and try to restrain him.
All right.
So just a grapple check. 19.
You succeeded. He's restrained.
Cool. I put him in a bear hug.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think I have any other things I can do.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I mark him.
Oh.
Yeah. So he has disadvantage on attacks on targets other than me.
Okay. All right. Well, these armored guys are going to move up. That one's going to move right there. And this one is going to move there.
Oh, I forgot to roll my hit points.
Oh, sure. And we're going to do 2 attacks against Bear, 2 attacks against Rix. We'll start with Bear first.
Okay.
That's 1 hit, 1 miss.
How much is the hit by?
3.
Actually, no, screw it. I'll let it go through.
Okay. That's 11
Do you want me to-
slashing.
1100 damage.
I can use my reaction to take the damage instead. I mean, you're pretty tanky too. I'll let you have it. But when Leif gets hit, I'll take the hit.
When one tank protects another tank.
Yeah, right.
All right, so 11 slashing damage to Bear, and then this other one's attacking Rix. And we've got 1 hit, 1 miss.
Oh, I'll take the hit for Rix.
Okay.
I
That
see how it
is 14 slashing damage then.
Worth it.
Ouch.
All right, Kaylee.
Alrighty. I think we're just gonna mosey up to here.
Okay.
Somersaults over the bear.
And then we are going to slash at the skull. Let's try to get rid
okay.
of it. We're gonna go this one.
Oh,
28 hits.
Damn.
Nice.
And again.
Oh, you still have the dagger? Nice.
Haley over here showing off.
And the flame skull goes down.
Cool.
The fire goes out and a regular skull clatters to the ground at your feet.
And then I think we're just gonna punch this guy. With
Okay.
a bonus action. Flurry. No, not flurry. This one.
And if that's the restrained one, you have advantage on it.
Oh, okay. Forgot about that. Okay. There we
Okay.
go. That's my
8.
turn.
Sounds good. Nehessa, you already went. Oh, that's your extra turn. Okay. We'll go
Monoth,
to that one.
right? It's my
Monoth,
extra
yeah.
turn.
Because you rolled initiative twice.
Oh, I wound up on there twice. Oh my.
He is going to.
He can get there.
He can. He's going to go up there. And he's going to make 2 attacks on this Magian. Miss. Hit. You gave him a short sword.
+1.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that's a hit for 8.
Oh.
All right.
Well, he tried.
Can't all be winners.
Give him a participation
But,
trophy.
yeah, I mean, some of the horse is going to have crossed the finish line faster than others, right?
As an assassin, he doesn't have a sneak attack.
I was going to say,
He's not an assassin.
no, he's a shitty assassin.
Yeah, he got caught, remember?
He keeps forgetting to activate.
Probably took him too fucking long to kill his target, so.
And then the owners of that pitter patter of feet make themselves known as another group of 4 Magian come running around the corner.
Oh, fuck
4
off.
more armored Magian. And Leif, it's your turn.
Right, bonus action would cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
I'm going to melee this guy.
I'm sorry, which one? The one, this one?
Hold on, my sheets. Yeah, that one.
Okay, yes, 15's a hit.
Plus a
For
D8
8,
for
okay.
Zephyr, plus a D6 force from Stein.
20. Nice.
And then I will...
He's bloodied.
move back to here and then throw at him.
Okay.
This is where I roll one.
Crit miss, crit miss,
I
crit
was
miss.
1 off on that.
That is not a crit miss.
No, that is not. That's much higher than what I wanted. Okay.
Adversarial DM.
Have you done
Not all the time.
Friendly Fire yet?
Huh?
Has he? No.
No, I
No?
did
You
with
haven't done friendly.
when we had to eat each other thing, that hunger thing. I bit.
Oh, that's
Taylor?
right. Yeah.
That's me done.
All right. This one's going to try and break the grapple on its action.
Good luck, bitch.
Oh, it broke it.
Oh my god. Whatever.
But that's its action.
Take that action.
Yeah. And then, gosh, this one's bloodied, but, well, would you look at that? That's a nice little line there.
They did the thing.
I need Rix and Leif to give me dexterity saving throws.
Fuck you.
The thing.
No.
I mean, we had no way of knowing, so.
That's
Just
Okay.
never be in a line ever.
Avoid lines at all times.
Ever. Yeah, just avoid lines in their
You
entirety.
always draw a line between 2 points. What are you talking?
all right.
Not
So,
if you enter some
Rick's gonna
non-Euclidean space.
Rix is going to take half damage.
Don't say
Rick's
it.
going to take full damage.
Don't say it.
Say it with me now.
That's what will happen after Icewind Dale is finished. Rix is going to go back to the Sword Coast or something and release a fragrance called Evasion.
Evasion.
So yeah, lightning bolt shoots out of this guy's hands,
Evasion by Rixana.
and that's 21 damage to Leif,
Oh my god.
and sounds like 0 damage to Rix. So very nice. But this other one, oh no, it spent its action, so never mind. It can't do that. It can't do that. But it is full health right now, so it's actually going to run off. So Bear, Runa, and Kaylee can all make attacks of opportunity.
He's
And
not at
Robo
full
Bear.
health.
No, if he's
I'm
moving
sorry, he's
there,
not. You're right. He's
Robert.
not at full health, but he's close.
Ugh.
All right.
7 damage.
Okay.
8. Actually, I'm going to re-roll that since I haven't done it this turn.
Okay.
Oh, So yeah, 16 damage.
Okay. And 10 more from Kaylee. Well, he's bloodied now. But he moved 10 feet north. And then, you know what? Bear can get an attack, or Robo Bear can get an attack of opportunity because he's actually going to fly up in the air 20 feet.
What?
Guys,
Okay.
We're
Yep.
down here
They
playing
can-
regular
what, they
chess, and
fly
these guys
now?
are playing 4-dimensional chess. We're fucked.
All right, so he's bloodied, but he's bloodied in the sky. Nessa, you're
Quit dripping blood on us.
Bloodied in the Sky was the name of my high school punk jazz
It was just the
band.
name of her high school.
It was an art school. You know.
Yeah.
How high up is this dude? Nick, how high up did he fly?
20 feet. 20 feet.
Oh man, is that seriously 5 feet out of range of the trick shot?
Ah,
I think,
Leif, you got a
I'm
healing
not-
surge from Simaka.
Yay,
that wasn't
thank
a
you.
shot. That was not a shot. I was trying
What?
to get I was trying to get the information on trick shot to see what I wrote
Okay.
for the
Okay.
literal thing. It's within 50. Yeah, it's a 15-foot bounce, so not going to bother. Ugh. These guys are really annoying, and they keep doing new things.
Oh, I should have brought another flame skull. Look how tightly packed everybody is.
Oh yeah, it'd be really fun, dude.
It would. We're discussing life insurance policies. Or the opposite, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely an assurance type of deal.
Okay. I think I want some. Well, I don't like him flying.
Wow, that really threw a wrench into your plans.
No,
didn't
it's just. It's like, is he flying to run or is he just flying to line shit up?
Oh,
Ask him.
sure.
oh,
You
to line
syndicate.
shit up.
What was that?
Did he have to do something in order to fly, or does it look like he just naturally is flying?
It looked like he just naturally started to levitate.
Okay.
He just rose up in the air.
Yeah.
Like,
Magneto
excuse
just
me,
put his
why are
hand
you
out.
flying? Can you clarify this?
I think he
This
hit
is
a button
this
on,
is Yes
like,
Real Tower. You
he
do not
mimed
have
an
permission
elevator.
to take off.
Mm,
You do not have clearance.
all right, I'm gonna deal with him when we deal with when it, when whatever happens.
Okay.
All right. I'm pulling out a Shadow Blade and I'm gonna step in between my two bestest friends.
You just met that guy.
Huh? Yeah. And let's go Green Flame Blade. 14.
14 misses.
Is a Shadow
yeah.
Blade?
Huh? It's a Shadow Blade, but Rix emits light.
Okay.
And she has a moonlit scimitar.
Oh, but I'm not using
That's
my
what we
moonlit
call party
scimitar
spinner.
anymore.
Oh, you're not? Oh.
No, I have a short sword +1 and my special magic rapier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, I always have a torch active on Leif because otherwise he can't see.
Can't he be made?
Sorry.
Oh god, whatever.
Speaking of
I love
infusions,
how I can passively ruin things now. It's
No,
brilliant.
it's fine. I still get an attack. Don't even sweat it. Don't even worry about it. Cool.
Oof.
All right.
You still have inspiration you can spend.
I'm not spending my fucking inspiration. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Rix.
All right. And you said there were more coming from somewhere?
Yeah, I added 4 more to the map to the southwest.
Yeah,
so it's probably just out of some of your guys'
Yeah, I
I
can't
agree.
quite see that.
Not another flame skull.
No. No, it's 4 more guys in armor.
All right. So Rix is kind of gonna tap her sword as like, is this thing on? And say, let's try this out. I'm gonna point at the blue guy northeast of me. The blue guy. And then from my blade, kind of shadowy tendrils will emerge as I cast Hex on him.
Oh no.
Oh, Secret Warlock.
With my bonus action. Okay. And then I will attack.
All right. Choose one ability when you cast the spell. They have disadvantage on
right.
that ability check.
Let's just call it strength in case anyone starts wrestling. Let's see. Am I gonna get sneak on this though? Let's see, someone else is next to me, but I don't have an ally next to it.
If you attack this one, you get sneak attack.
Yeah. I probably should have done that.
Yeah, you can just move the thing next round. Right.
Well,
Yeah, I just won't get sneak on this one this turn, but I'll just finish off the one that's still there. So I'll attack the blue one still. I just won't have sneak on it.
All right.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That's 11, and let's throw the d6 on there for hex. So that's 15 damage.
All right, it goes down.
Cool. Yep, that's everything.
All right. I think you can. Can you move? Yeah, you can move hex. Oh, as a bonus action.
As a bonus, yeah.
Because rogues don't have enough things to do on their bonus actions.
Yep.
Bear, you're up.
Okay. Homeboy that's flying above us that potentially can rain down some horribleness on us. Yeah, I want him down.
Okay.
Yeah, go skeet shooting.
Well, roll me a persuasion check and let's see.
So. Oh.
Ah!
There we go.
So first off, I am going to re-roll that 1 for damage.
Sure.
Can you re-roll both?
It's only
no.
Okay.
But you get an extra die on a crit, right? From piercing?
Yes, I will in just a second here. So 14 so far.
Okay.
18.
All right.
Was not super effective.
It goes down.
Hey, effective enough.
Down, so Rick stabs the one, and it actually he goes to collapse back, fall backwards, and his body just basically burns up. And then this just pile of ash falls at Rick's feet. And when Bear shoots this one up in the sky, same thing happens. It bursts into a very brief burst of flame, and then you see ashes kind of spread all over the place. Still your turn, Bear.
So the other one that's next to me, Robo Bear is going to distract it.
Okay.
And I am going to sharpshooter. $21.
Nice.
24.
All right, it's bloodied.
Okay. That is going to be my turn.
All right. Runa.
All right. I awkwardly can't easily get to this one without going all the way around. So I'm just gonna walk forward and attack the one next to Rixana.
Sure.
And that will mark him as well. Oh. Okay.
Well.
You know what? I'm gonna spend an inspiration.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is gonna end badly.
15.
15 misses.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay.
Oof. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you still have. Okay.
No, that's it.
All right, well, these guys are going to rush forward. And they are going to take out their crossbows.
Oh no, it's gonna be like the scene from Platoon.
I mean, on the plus side, there's still other targets that they could hit.
First one's going to shoot at Leif. Which is a miss. Second one's going to shoot at Leif, which is a hit.
I use my shield
For 8. For 8 piercing.
Womp womp.
And then we've got 2 more, which I think they're both going to shoot at the bear, Runa.
I was going to say the bear or just bear.
Bears.
Ooh, that's a
Bear.
crit and a regular.
That's very, very Fargo. The bear.
Okay.
So 14 piercing from the first attack, and another 6 piercing from the second attack on Runa.
So 20 total.
And they immediately start reloading their crossbows, and as they're doing that, our other 2 Magian will go. This one will attack Bear with his greatsword, swinging twice.
Disadvantage on the first one.
Okay, so that's a miss. Miss. And the next one's going to attack Rixana again. 19 AC, Rix.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so that's miss. And then it's Kaylee's turn.
All right. Let's see. We've got a bloodied guy up here. Let's see. Leif isn't looking great either.
Ranger needs food badly.
Yeah. I am going to bonus action flurry
Okay.
on this guy.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yay.
14.
And he goes down.
Sweet.
Nice.
Well, I used a flurry.
How does Leif make 3 attacks if he's always carrying a torch?
juggling.
Very
Strap
good.
Have like
to
a
his
cup
belt.
holder
It's-
built in, so
Yeah.
I have
Holds
one of
in his
those beer
teeth.
hats.
We'll punch this guy on the way,
Okay. 19 hits.
and then he can make an attack.
Okay. Swingy swing. Miss.
Cool. And then I'm going to apply a healer kit to Leif.
Yay!
Where are you? I've got a thing for you. Here we go.
Sounds
so
like
that-
threatening.
So
Sorry, that
18.
guy made an opportunity attack against Kaylee.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna trigger Sentinel attack on that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, Kaylee.
No problem.
Hopefully I'll hit. 15 to hit.
Oh, 15 misses.
Wah, 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 wah. Okay.
All right. Our assassin is next, so he's gonna make 2 attacks against the Magian. Stabby, stabby.
Make me proud.
A miss and a crit.
Yeah.
We'll
Here
take
it
it.
comes.
Oh no!
We'll take it.
It's a crit,
Minimum
but he rolled double ones.
Oh my
Oh, worst assassin ever.
7
making
damage.
sense.
Continues.
It's
So-
all making sense.
Now I get it.
So
Yeah, it all
Even-
makes
I
sense.
captured and tortured for 2,000 years.
even if
He
he
looks over
is,
at Nas, he's just like,
even if
I
he
mean,
is
look, I'll
trying to
wake
kill
up and-
us, we can probably ignore him
Yeah.
safely because you know Ow! You gave me a paper cut.
Oh no, you were gonna betray us. Oh no. How dare you
You're
do
not
3
playing.
damage to us? We're just messing. Please don't betray us.
Your turn, Leif.
Okay. I'm gonna step to here and throw at this guy.
Are
Okay.
you still bloodied?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
23 hits.
D6 force.
Okay.
I'll throw again.
Okay. 29 hits. For 10. All right.
Then I'll move up to here, and I'm gonna do.
Hmm?
I'm gonna try and take his greatsword off him.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, let's see. It's a stowed weapon.
Wait, he doesn't have it out? Oh,
Gosh,
he's got
how
a
would
crossbow.
this
No, he's shooting
crossbow
crossbow.
out? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take his
So
crossbow
I
off him
think
then.
this is going to. Well. Oh, okay. You're gonna try and grab it from him and take it. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna John Wick him.
Right. So I guess we'll treat this as a
haven't seen those
grapple
movies.
check.
Sure. That's what the DMG disarm is
I
basically the
think
same as
so.
a grapple. It's like athletics versus athletics acrobatics.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, let's do that then.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think in the DMG they actually do it a little differently, but it's not a big deal.
I don't bother to learn the optional rules. You succeeded though, so you
They're
got
optional,
the
so it's
crossbow.
You can make up your own.
Did he manage to reload it?
Yeah, it's reloaded.
Perfect.
And he reaches for his greatsword.
Wait, this made me worse.
So.
You didn't go for the great sword.
So the one who pulled his greatsword out now is going to swing at Leif.
Huh?
This is
Wait,
definitely worse.
these guys aren't up. This is the robed ones.
They're gone.
Huh?
They're dead.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
They're dead. Yeah, never mind.
Get
Nehessa,
that
you're
out
up.
of here.
Cheater.
Oh, I rolled really well too.
All right, I run up here.
Okay.
Guys, somehow emitting light. No one knows how.
You
He's
hey, I
bioluminescent.
can
We don't
draw
know.
as part of a throw, so I only need one hand to throw. The other hand is a torch.
All right. Okay.
I love that. I love you're just like holding a torch and you're like,
And then for the offhand, he has to switch hands with the torch to take the
right,
other
yeah.
hand.
And then, that's great.
These guys don't seem like they can do spells. So
Maka says that Monoth knows exactly where to stab, but he's using a carrot instead of a knife. Yeah. That's
Yeah. Perfect.
Sorry, I just realized. Before I get there,
Fireball.
strength. Before I run all the way here, I'll get to here. Strength save on this guy.
Okay.
For
Shove.
yeah, for a shove.
What's the DC?
Which is 17.
He succeeded.
Well, worth a shot. In any
Yep.
case, I will close the distance with the remaining movement. Yeah, unfortunately, no way to line them up. And let's just get a moving Shadow Blade, and I will blow inspiration on this, which did not. Oh, it reset my advantage. Okay, the 23.
23 hits.
This one. Cast. Okay, so 25 with a 15 rider.
Nice. He's bloody.
Cool. Attack number 2. It's just Shadow Blade. 17.
17 hits.
Cool. second level for 14.
Dead.
Oh, okay. I meant this one, but that's just as
Oh.
well, since that's the guy that had the sword. Although their turns will come up, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference.
Sure.
I'm done.
Okay. Rix.
Okay, I'll use my bonus and transfer the hex to the dude next to me, and I'll
Okay.
attack. Okay. Oh boy.
Ah!
Here comes the bone.
Okay. So
That's an extra D6 from the hex too.
yeah.
Yep.
And okay, so first let's do oh boy. Okay.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Fine red mist where that guy once was.
Okay, so that is what is that? 40
48, and then another 2d6.
Stop,
48
stop.
plus
He's already
2d6.
dead.
48 plus another 9, so 57
57
damage.
Oh,
my
gosh.
God.
You know, he's bloody. No, I'm kidding. He's dead.
Okay, what?
Hanging in there.
Rixana just Zorroed that guy.
Got 1 HP left.
The uncanny dodges it.
I'm also a rogue.
Mhm.
Well, that happened. And I'll go move over here. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
You know in like
Come on
Fallout 3 when you crit and like someone just
Yeah.
hour of meat.
Yeah.
That was brutal. Okay, that's my turn.
Monoth is wiping
Oh,
ash
no, you
off
moved
of his
this
face.
Yeah.
Bear,
Sure.
you're up.
Okay. Homeboy over here. I am going to have Robo Bear come up on him, distract him, and sharpshooter. 23. 20 piercing.
Yes.
And
You mean, yes, there's 2 possible things.
Well,
She
I think
either
she-
needs an
her
ally
target.
next to her target
shit. That
or
should have just been 11. Sorry.
no other enemies next to her target.
Okay.
11 was a miss. Okay.
And I forgot to when I hit the guy the first round, Arcane Jolt to heal Leif 9.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Runa.
I'm
Alrighty.
not bloody.
Yay!
I'm going to come around the south here. Go. And attack.
All right.
Whap. Hell yeah.
19 hits.
All right, so 12 damage, and he's marked.
All right. All right, these guys' turns. They're going to replace their crossbows with their great swords, and they're all going to swing. This one's going to swing at Runa, so he doesn't
Lord.
go with disadvantage. 1 hit, 1 miss for 15 slashing.
Ow.
This one's going to swing at Nehessa. What's your AC? 19?
23.
20? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, he's going to try. He's going to give it the old college try. Miss. And then
I'm
this
doing
one's gonna
Sentinel attack on since it attacked Arena. And
Nice.
that was
Oh,
another
yeah.
crit.
Oh my
Are you
god.
fucking kidding me? Well, it's a
Wow.
different turn, so you get the full sneak.
swing. You get
Yep,
Oh my god.
sure do.
Hell yeah.
Okay, 29 plus
44
15,
damage.
39, 44 damage.
He's bloody.
Okay.
Jesus.
Jeez. All right, now this one looks at his friends and then is pretty happy.
Let's
that
just do
he's
6
engaged with
rogues
Robobear.
next game. Fuck it.
So 2 attacks on a Robobear.
You laugh,
AC
but-
15, they're both hits.
Okay.
For 11 slashing and then 10 slashing.
Okay.
Kaylee.
All right. Let's see if we can pop over here. We can try to finish this guy off.
It's like Bugs Bunny playing baseball. Kaylee's playing all the positions.
He dies.
He's dead, Jim.
Okay.
And then we'll attack this one.
Hit. For 11. Okay.
And we'll just do a bonus regular.
Sure.
Punch. Headbutt. Miss.
Miss, yeah. All right. Well, Monoth is kind of wondering what he can contribute at this point. His morale
The
is
answer
kind
is
of
not
shot.
much.
Can you fill up our waters and
Water boy.
Oh, that's such BM. I love it.
He's gonna dash and just engage. That's him. Leif.
I was going to throw in the crossbow, but he goes before me. How much damage if I just throw a crossbow at this guy?
Improvised weapon.
Improvised
Yeah,
weapon.
it's improvised. So,
So it's like a D4.
what is that?
Fuck it, let's do it.
With disadvantage. Because you're throwing.
No.
No, he's just not proficient in it.
Yeah, he just doesn't get his
They're
proficiency.
improvised
That's how
weapons.
improvised weapons work?
Okay.
Yeah, because it's you're not proficient unless you take Tavern Brawler or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that misses, and then
There's actually like
crossbow flinger? It's a new feat.
An object that bears no resemblance to a weapon deals 1d4. Okay.
What? I mean, well, this is
It
a
does-
weapon.
It
does
technically-
bear resemblance.
But it's not being used as intended.
In what way is a crossbow not a weapon?
Excuse me, if I go and look up the damage of a
When it's
crossbow, it says
thrown.
it right there.
okay, I didn't
Can you
know.
put the axe on the crossbow and shoot the axe at him? Propelled by the crossbow.
Okay,
Now
so
that was
like
an
9.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nehessa, you're up.
Cool. Okay. Shadow Blade attack, 22.
Hit.
Still second. For 22, 7 Rider.
Okay.
21.
Hit.
Yeah, for 14.
And he goes down.
Oh. Okay. 15. And then I will bonus action. Farinata. Nope.
Oof.
Done.
Okay. Rix.
Okay. I will move up 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll use my bonus to move my hex to this guy and attack.
Gotta get that other crit in.
Yeah, you're smelling
Acquired.
another crit. I think.
Crit number 3. Crit number 3.
Oh,
Oh.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
24 damage plus a d6, 29 damage.
Okay. He's bloodied.
Gross.
That's
It's absolutely
But-
disgusting.
that's my turn.
That's
Fair.
like rogue purpose.
Yeah. I guess I'll do the same thing. Distract him, sharpshooter.
Okay. Double ones. Oh, 16 hits.
23.
And he's down.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. And once again, the streets of Yithrin are quiet.
Good of you to join us, Rix.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed like I was just in time.
Veruna just like approaches quietly and like timidly and without looking up from her feet. She says, "What did you do?"
As you say that, everyone can see Rix's rapier doesn't look quite like it did. There's kind of like almost like shadows moving inside it.
Oh no.
Um, I thought before we left, I needed to pay one last visit to our friend in the ice.
What?
I feel like it was trying to tell me something. And one of the things I've learned in this journey is I can't solve every problem with just stabbing or dueling it. The forces we're facing are have powers that I can't match sometimes. So I think we need to use every weapon at our disposal.
Trying to think of what
Bear,
Veruna would say.
Bear looks visibly disgusted at Rix.
If you're going to leave without telling me, then she takes her collar off and she puts it on Rixana real quick. I want to know where you are.
I mean, you did it before, Runa.
I don't count.
Rix looks down at the bell collar. Not my usual style, but I think I can work with it.
You
Put
better.
the bell on the super sneaky rogue.
I'm going to snatch up the crossbow and throw it at the assassin. Maybe this is my
Monoff goes.
speed.
He goes to catch it and it bounces off his hand and he's like juggling. No, I'm kidding. He catches it.
What?
Are you guys gonna rest here, or did you want to try and get to the Arboretum first? Because last time we talked about resting, I think you wanted to get to the Arboretum before you rested. I'm just because we're gonna be taking our break here pretty quick, so I want to get an
Seems
idea.
like a
of
nice
this
place to rest, but what do I know?
I could use
I mean,
one.
if this is fortified, then
I-
yeah, we have Rix. Yeah.
Hmm.
If we want to rest here, that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Well, then what we'll do is we'll take our break, and when we come back during the course of this long rest, we will resolve some close quarters scenes with you guys. So we'll re-roll on those and all that
What?
stuff.
I don't
No,
wanna do
you don't
that.
want it, Dave?
Yeah, it's been forever.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has been a while.
All right. So we'll be back in like 15, 20 minutes. Sit tight during our break. Thanks.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back. Thanks so much for sitting tight as we took our quick break. Like I said, we're gonna do a close quarter scene, which has been a while since we've had one. So this will be fun. In case you weren't here early on or you missed the early part of the campaign, a close quarters scene is basically whenever the characters are spending extended time amongst each other and they can't break away and go talk to other people. It's just the six of them. So then we have these little scenes where it's a short RP scene between two characters just to get an idea for what's going on in their heads, how they're feeling about things, that sort of thing. It sounds like Runa and Bear have something, so we'll start with Runa and Bear. You'll be our first.
Bear has something.
Something is certainly a word for
I
it.
will see what it is momentarily.
Sure.
So while we're resting and Bear is repairing Robo Bear, just kind of stops what he's doing when he notices that Runa is separate from Rix and comes over. Are you how aware of you are you of what your sister seems to have done?
I am aware of a great few things, but
I
it seems
figured.
to me that she has made a similar mistake as to the one I did.
I'm not going to judge anybody making a mistake in a moment of desperation, but she didn't seem to be desperate. It seems almost like a grasp for power. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the way it seems to me.
We're in a strange place filled with things that want to kill us, and we care too much about each other to let any one of us die. Maybe what her desperation looks like is different from yours.
That's why I wanted to talk to you.
I don't know. I get it. I understand what that's like. To be
And
told that you can be given what you need to get back home or save your sister. And all you have to do is say yes.
it's because you know why I wanted to talk to you. You have looked to your sister for protection and help since you got back. And you've grown. I don't know if you have realized it, but all of us have watched you come to terms with what was done to you, what you agreed to. And now I think your sister is going to need your help.
What an ill fate when someone needs my help. Can you honestly say that if it were your daughter in need and there were an entity that could grant you everything you need to protect her, that you'd say no?
I did say no.
Well,
That
then
was exactly what happened.
you are a stronger one than I.
No, it's not as simple as strength. I had the same fear and worry, and things may have changed in how I do what I do, but it was not strength. Me saying no was just as much out of fear and desperation as I imagine your yes and your sister's yes were.
Well, what's done is done. You have your power, and she takes your gun and like that you're holding and like kind of presses it up to your chest like this one is yours and this one is mine, and points to her. Oh, I guess she's not wearing the collar.
Yeah.
Points to Rix's collar.
Well, just keep an eye on your sister. I think she will need your help more than you realize.
I will.
And Bear goes back to
See.
working on stuff.
Nice. All right. Nehessa and Rix.
So are we taking a long rest in the prison?
Sounds like it, yes.
Okay. What do you think Rix would be doing then? Because you were gone for a couple of hours.
I think she's probably like going through some forums, trying out the sword, like trying to see if the weight is different. Like,
I thought you meant forms like written documents. I was like,
and all along the way, there's just the jingling of the bell.
She's got to fill out all the life insurance forms for those maidens she murdered.
you feel a strange combination of safety and like you're being watched at all times while you're wearing it.
Those are mutually exclusive.
That was gonna be what I was thinking.
Okay, so if like, well, shocker, Nahas would probably be pretty direct about this, so it probably would just be like storm up. I think.
Like you can feel it before the person appears.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like
Fuck.
psychically grapple you or whatever, but it's like if you're like holding the sword out, getting the balance down, then I think actually, yeah, it would kind of freeze. Is you know, I would hold it still, and then I would reveal myself. Do you have any idea what you've done?
Rarely.
Before you answer, allow me. You don't. What is it with you elves and packs? What did this promise you?
Strangely, nothing. And maybe it won't give me what I want, but I had to try.
I refuse to believe that you were so desperate that you would turn to something rather than ask any of us for it.
Yeah, desperation's a weird thing. I was all set to let it go. You know, I even though I was curious goes so far. But then I saw my sister getting taken by Tissa, whatever happened with Tissa. And I guess I saw the future where whatever the hell this Tissa is finally takes her for good. Because it seems like it's I thought she was breaking free of it, but it seems like it's getting stronger and I have no idea. I can't duel it out of her body. And so I had to turn to something that maybe is as powerful as this Tissa is. If I'm going to be damned, that's fine. But if I can free my sister, then it's worth it.
Cannot believe this. I refuse. I will refuse to believe. Can't see this as desperation. No, this is. You're just afraid. You're just you just wanted it. You didn't think you had enough already. I don't think this is going to make you better. I don't think this is going to be a substantive addition to your capabilities. Not in the slightest. This is never a gift. It's either a loan at its most generous, or it's a lie. I don't. Why couldn't you ask us?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know how to get Tissa out of my sister?
Time with with study, with application. I won't promise you anything, but I must admit I've not dedicated my full efforts towards it.
Yeah, we've been busy. It's
To say
true.
the least.
I didn't put enough of my attention on it either because we were busy with some dumb god chasing us around until my sister collapsed in the tunnel, and then
And then what?
and then I had to see what I could do. And I wasn't planning on anything. I don't always think things through really. I was there. I tried to talk to it. I even tried talking in languages that I don't even know. Nothing worked. And then I placed my blade in the Chardolin and it flowed into it. And I don't know how much time passed, but it communicated to me somehow. And the Chardolin was blood from this creature. But the Chardolin that we know is not the original form. It was corrupted over time. I don't really quite understand it. There was a lot of things that maybe you would have understood, but somehow when this city crashed into it, its blood was released. But something in Icewind Dale corrupted it. So I think what we know of Chardolin is not the same as the original blood that came from this creature.
I don't know what to tell you, but you could have asked. You just filled in the blanks on your own. And you have no idea what you've done. She turns on her heel and leaves.
Nice. All right. Leif and Kaylee finishes up.
Okay, so while we're breaking camp, I think Leif would try and approach Kaylee just while we're like clearing up, and only you can prevent forest fires or under Glacier City crash fires. We've never seen you use a sword before. But you picked up that sword from the tribesmen, and you seem like born to it.
This was my teacher's sword. He actually taught me how to use swords like this. But yeah, I was never really able to get a good handle on it until just recently. And I don't know if it's the blade. It might be, but it's like, yeah, Saloon is talking to me through it.
So many people talking to things.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking to inanimate objects going on.
No, not talking. It's like I'm feeling her will.
You didn't
Okay.
really get to.
I-
You didn't really get to closure on your tribe because we got chased into the glacier. I mean, technically, you're in charge now, right?
Maybe. I don't know. That's not what's important. What's important is the Tiger tribe no longer has their former leader. She was really scary. So without her, I think the glacier will be a much better place. And that is enough for me.
Right, but we left so quickly after it happened. Obviously, more by necessity than by choice.
Hmm.
Aren't you worried that there's something worse happening?
We can only do what we see in front of us, right?
I mean, that's fair. So what is your plan when we get out of here? If we get out of here.
Well, I guess if the tribe would have me, I would rejoin and see if we can make a better contribution out here. Maybe we can help the 10-towners rebuild, or I don't know. That's sort of my hope, that we could have better relations between the tribes and the 10 towns. That's all I've ever really wanted. We're stronger together, and and that's definitely what this whole trip has taught me. We are stronger together.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
How about
I
you?
just- What am I going to do?
What- Yeah.
I might see if I can drag that cabin back up the ravine. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I think I'm after I removed myself from 10 towns a long time ago, and after going back to it, there's not a lot to redeem there, at least in most of them. I don't know that it's my job to inflict that on anyone either. Maybe I'll just go back to the wilderness.
Well, yeah, but did you see how things changed when you took charge in East Haven?
I
You were an agent for good.
didn't take charge. I just removed the root of the problem.
Yeah, you did what needed to be done. And you saw how it improved the lives of all the East Haveners.
Right, but anyone could have done that. Literally, all it took was for someone to stand up to that bully. Like I say, after that, it was everybody else that made the changes.
Sometimes that's all people need. And maybe that could give you a little hope of where the 10 Towns is headed after this.
Maybe, but that's a lot of captain of the guard positions that I don't think I can fill.
I think Kaylee will laugh, and she'll just pat you on the back.
And
Leif,
sing.
Captain of the Icewind Dale
Captain
Guard.
of 10 Town.
Very nice. All right. So go ahead and resolve your long rest stuff. If you're changing spells, go ahead and do that. Refill your up to half your hit dice and refill your hit points.
Yeah.
All that jazz.
Oh my god, I'm the furthest from blooded I've ever been, said Sam.
Yay, I got all my spells back. For the first time this campaign, I actually was running out. Oh, I can reprep too.
Oh yeah, your favorite part of the game.
Yes. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, here we go. Don't mind me, I'm just going to be prepping spells for the next 2 hours.
I mean, it's not that hard. They're all concentration, so.
Yeah.
All right, so destination. Still heading up to the Arboretum?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
All right.
So our buddy Morden, is that what his name
Monoth.
is? Monoth? He said that there is some elder ash out here. Is that what we're looking for? Sorry.
A nether oak.
Nether oak. There we go.
Pretty close.
I knew it was 2 words, one of which being a tree. Did he mention like what it was?
He did not.
He didn't. So yeah, I guess I'm curious to know what we're walking into. If he has any idea.
So Monoth doesn't his experience with the Arboretum is limited, but he knows that it needed someone or something there to tend to it, because the Nether Oak, he heard stories of it getting difficult to deal with if it was not tended to.
Okay, and it hasn't been tended to for the last 2,000 years.
One can only presume as much.
Actually,
by the way,
I'm gonna go over and check on him as well,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hand him one of my spare magical hand axes.
Oh, dual wielding.
I'm not sure,
Any-
like, what you intend to do for the rest of your time here, but maybe it might be better if you just stay out of the way.
Oof.
He's like, well, to be honest, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the rest of my time here either. Last time I saw Yithrin, everything was alive, and the city was full of people and sky coaches. Now it's a tomb.
They call it a mine.
He's like, as far as I'm concerned, I will remain with you as long as you'll have me. I have no other direction down here. But if my presence,
Well, to be
is
fair,
as
I don't
much
want
of
you wandering off and leaving tracks from whatever that you wander into back to us. So you're safer with us for now. But like I say, maybe don't try and get involved
Last
next
thing we
time.
need is a
you won't have to worry about me.
last thing we need is a third person making a pact.
It's like we just walk past a store that just says "Packs
Why are the
are
mages
us." What was it?
It's a job. It's a job fair, but for
Job fair
ain't-
for
or
warlocks.
whatever you call them, patrons.
Do we get a set bonus if we have a certain amount of packs in the party?
We're not playing auto chess.
Sorry, Nahessa, you were saying something.
Why are the mages attacking?
Oops, all warlocks.
The Magian follow the orders of those who created them. So the Magian who are patrolling the streets likely follow the orders of someone who wants to keep Yithrin protected in its current state. Probably the Master, for all I know.
That would be.
Idiolathus?
think he's still around?
That name.
I don't know. If any of them are, it's likely him, and then the fact that they're moving through the city as they are, that means someone is giving them orders.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least has given them orders which have not been fulfilled.
Hmm.
You were in the Abjuration Tower, right?
Briefly,
No, he was in
yes.
the prison.
No, but he was sent to spy on the Abjuration Master.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Tettle or
So,
Tethir or something.
Tellus or Teleris?
Tellus.
Tellus.
Tell us.
So
Tell us.
Tell
Out
us.
the anvil and the hammer at the top of the spire had some mage and god in it, but they
Hmm.
didn't move at all.
Oh, yes. That anvil, that hammer, those, they represent a great deal of power in Yithrin. For they can destroy any artifact, regardless of strength or magic or anything. They will level it to dust. Those Magian, I'm sure, were put in place to ensure that only things which the abjurers and the high mages of Yithrin wanted destroyed would be put to use on that end.
But we destroyed something, right? It was one of Bear's
Yep.
trinkets, but we did destroy
He just
something.
destroyed a gachapon prize.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
If you see anything that wouldn't be useful, maybe just yell. But like I say,
The district we're in, is there anything that might be useful after all this time?
It's difficult to say. As As far as I know, everything in here was. And he kind of looks around. He's like, there were some shops, there were some houses. It's like the state of Yithrin, the way everything looks, so much ruin everywhere.
I don't
I
like
doubt
this
you'll
guy.
find-
This guy's triggering my Project Winter senses so badly.
You mean he's a
Take
wolf?
vote.
He's a wolf
Yeah,
out of nowhere, and then we're all gonna lose because he was a wolf?
yeah, that.
Fucking Project Winter.
He's like this district, unless you're interested in visiting Iriolathus's tower, I don't think there's much else in here that would be of use.
Okay.
Wait, you mean there's something that we've missed that is of use if we want to go to Iriel Officer's Tower?
Well, the entrance. You're here, so I'm assuming you haven't gone there.
The entrance to the tower is in this district?
I think
And he
the big
points
root
down
is-
the street. Yeah, to
Oh,
that
to that.
huge.
Interesting.
What about the right of the arcane octad? Isn't that what we need to unlock it?
Well,
Is
perhaps
that-
if there's
what is that for?
if there's a ward in place, then yeah, some sort of rite or ritual would probably be needed.
Has his accent changed since last session?
It has.
Is it?
I think it's
So,
gotten
Dave,
stronger.
I'm sorry. If this is Project Winter, you're trying to throw shade at this NPC because you are the traitor.
There we go. Stokes is always the traitor. Slot is gonna burst out any second now.
That's why he didn't want to do a close quarters scene because
Yeah.
he was afraid that people
I'm
get
so
live
close to
streamed.
hatching, it's not even funny.
All right, evict Stokes.
Okay, let's get the Arboretum. Because if we need 8
Alright.
fucking things to go rummaging around this goddamn city, we're going to be here forever. And I don't like that Oriole is
Yep.
can go wherever she wants.
Well,
There's
apparently
been no sign of her yet. All
She
right.
said that
Someone
abilities
was
entered
messing
the
with us in
place
the caves.
anytime she-
Rick said she saw something. I saw something more than once.
Oh, yeah. That's true. All right.
maybe you're just what's the word that you used to describe me when we first met? Crazy?
I don't think I've ever called you crazy. I might have done this.
All right. The arboretum itself exists in kind of a sunken basin or a bowl that sinks beneath the level of the street level of this part of Yithrin. There's only a few trees, only a handful of trees in it, and they all have golden yellow leaves and gray, almost black bark on these trees. And one of them, towards the center of the arboretum, is noticeably larger than the rest. Yeah. As you're approaching, so you haven't actually entered the arboretum yet, you see that the branches on the trees are all swaying gently, but there is no breeze present. It's still air.
Well, that's weird.
Gee, that's not disconcerting at all.
Right, yeah.
So what are you doing?
Ghosts. um
Enter
only
the
need one
Arboretum.
wand.
Ranger, range this shit.
range it.
All
Do
right.
We
it.
can just burn them down. We just need one branch.
Sorry?
Jesus.
That's one approach.
Okay. So you head down into the arboretum. The grass that is here as well is the same sort of golden yellow color as the leaves from the trees. And there's a lot of the leaves. It's obvious that a lot of leaves have fallen from these trees and then have since regrown. There's like the ground is just covered, and there's basically no way that you'd be able to move through it and stay quiet. There's a lot of swishing and crunching of all this vegetation underfoot. But yeah, so all right, so Leif, You enter into the arboretum.
I will make a ranger it skill check.
All right, survival then. What are you trying to do? You're trying to
Find a
Nether oak.
yes.
Okay. You're not sure what a nether oak is, but you're pretty
Well, an
certain
oak
that
would
the,
have
the
acorny
tree...
type things, right? So I'm going to look for one that's got like acorny
True.
type thing.
Sure, yeah.
Ask the ball.
Fuck the ball.
You're you're pretty sure that the large one towards the center of the arboretum is the one you're looking for.
Sick. I will.
The people who built the city had a sense for the dramatic.
It's over with.
Leif, as you are approaching it, you get probably about 30, 40 feet away from it. You can see the leaves and the grass around it. It looks like all that sort of shifting and changing. And after a moment of watching, you get the sense that the roots of this tree are almost like intertwining among each other, almost like a nest of snakes.
Undulating.
Yes, undulating. That's a great, writhing. So there's obviously some level of activity going on here. What do you do?
I'm starting to come around to Nehessa's plan.
I repeat, Jesus.
Does it look like there's a path that we can get through without disturbing the roots?
The roots kind of snake all along the like probably within about 10, 15 feet of the base of this tree. And as they're doing that, and like vegetation is being churned up and then mixed around, you do eventually see like a long black branch like surface up out of the vegetation, a loose branch that has fallen off of this tree and is now being like churned around in these roots, but then it's lost again in the leaves and the grass. And then after another couple seconds, you see part of it kind of pop up again, and then it just keeps getting churned around.
God, this is like one of those machines at the fair with the claw. Fuck's sake.
All right. When it pops up, I try and grab it with a mage hand.
Okay. So it comes up, and your mage hand grabs it, and it grabs the end of it, and it pulls. But it's obvious that this thing is wrapped up in these roots, and there's a snap, and your mage hand is holding like a little 2-inch long piece of it.
Well, I don't
look
think
at
there's a
Runa.
written definition of wand.
You look at Runa. Runa looks at you.
All right.
I can.
Draw my mage hand.
Do you
back.
have a
Thing.
non-destructive way of dealing with this root swarm?
We have a part of the branch. Is that not enough?
A 2-inch shard of. I think the
Like mechanically, I don't think there's a written definition for wand. Like it.
Nick, can I get an Arcana check?
Yeah. If this is going to be enough, yeah, that seems.
I'm all right with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that's gonna cut it for a wand?
Fuck's sake.
Okay. I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh God.
I cast plant growth,
Oh no.
but specifically on that one branch,
Twig. Oh.
so that it
Link
like
me that
erupts
spell,
out of
please.
the roots. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
link
the
me
jumbo
that spell,
size
please.
one.
Yeah, I can link it in chat if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay. So it says it affects all plants in a 100-foot radius, but you can exclude one or more areas
Mm-hmm.
from being affected. So I'm ignoring the roots and trying to get, just the discolored branch, right?
Mm-hmm.
and possibly anything else that I miss.
Okay.
A normal plant.
All right. So the branch starts to grow. And the end of it, like it was a leafless branch before with just a couple little twigs poking off of it. And the twigs start to extend and they start to bud their own gold and yellow leaves, which now start to sprout. And the base of the branch, now you see it starts to grow roots, which now start to go down into the ground and the soil.
I think that's the first
So-
time I've seen someone make something better and worse.
So the
How I do.
So where it was once like lying horizontally and kind of churning with these roots, now it's starting to grow up at an angle, and its roots are trying to intertwine into the soil amongst the shifting roots of this tree. So now you have a sapling essentially that's coming up and out at an angle. It's closer to you. It's easier to reach, but it still requires you to get over those roots of some sort.
We
So
could do
something like,
levitate.
go ahead.
Would levitate be a good option here?
The roots are
I'm-
still like they're intertwined with the roots of the tree, so it would.
No,
I don't
I'm
think
talking about like we would levitate Leif,
Sorry.
and so he could go yank it out of the
Oh,
ground
could do that. Yeah,
without stepping on the roots or getting entangled in the roots.
potentially. I mean, I would even call for like an athletics check, an acrobatics check, a stealth check. You know what I mean? Like this sapling is positioned to the point where you could get to it without. But levitate is another way to do it. Yes. So.
Does it look like we could get like you said, it started sprouting like just a limb off of it and just leave it there growing?
Can we just snap off a twig?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, with a check. Yeah.
You just have to get close to it.
I will
Mhm.
attempt such an endeavor.
Okay. Which-
Before you head off, Runa will walk up to you and I will cast Enhance Ability.
Ooh, very nice.
So what are you trying? Are you trying to do athletics? Are you trying to be
I think
like,
athletics
graceful?
is probably my
Like,
best. I'm not very graceful.
okay, so I'm gonna enhance your strength.
Right.
You get bull strength.
Yeah.
All right, so you're basically going to be jumping up and grabbing at this branch while also avoiding the twisting roots underfoot.
Yeah.
So I'll take an athletics. Oh, wow.
Wait, it's advantage for bull strength, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, Leif, you get one. You get a branch of this black oak branch that is about 4 feet long. And you are able to land without landing on any of the roots. And even like as soon as you land, the roots are starting to snake around, and you're able to get out of the way so that you don't touch them at all. And there's no other activity that you can see going on in the
I
arboretum.
will hand the
Okay.
limb to our resident manufacturer.
Factory.
Nice.
The Bear Factory.
The Bear Factory. Sounds like a gay bar.
Yeah.
I'd hang out there.
Same.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
All right. Where to?
So, is this
So now
one of the
let me
towers?
yes, I was gonna say let me describe a little bit more now that you're in a new like area, kind of what's nearby you. Obviously there's this huge building just to the east of your position. East on like just to the right, I guess
Yeah.
I should say, because I think east is different. Just north of you is another tower. The walls of this thin tower are etched with intricate designs of hands and eyes. Silver light flickers from a high window, above which a large carved eyeball animates and blinks. Part of the tower's roof is missing. That's this one right here.
Do we know? Does it?
Does
Last
it have
time
one of those sigils
there's
like a school
symbol,
sigil?
Yeah.
Nehessa and Bear would recognize that. You're pretty certain that is the Tower of Divination.
That makes sense. It's
Is
got an
this
eyeball.
thing a
in it.
tower?
I figured with the eye.
That was the tower that we identified last session, which is the
Conjuration?
tower. Yes, Conjuration. Thank you.
So abjuration.
I paid attention. I was awake.
Is it
This one
considered a
is
tower, or is this just a building?
That's just a large building.
Okay.
I ask
Let's go here.
assassin, what is that?
That is the Grand Library of Yithrin.
I sideline Nehessa and see if she's still here.
I want to get off the streets.
Are we going to the library or the tower?
I'd say the divination tower. It's out on the outskirts. We're going to be heading inward toward city center more often, so I figure get the one on the outskirts taken care of while we are near it.
Sure.
Fine.
Let's do that then.
Okay. All right. You trudge your way up and out of the arboretum, leaving the shifting roots of the nether oak behind and the swaying branches of the trees in the still air. You approach the Tower of Divination. Much like the Tower of Abjuration, there's just an open arch doorway leading into a large central chamber that runs up the whole height of the tower. There are remnants of bookshelves, and then you see a very wide set of stairs that go up to a large landing, and you can see remnants of furniture up there, and then they continue to spiral upwards towards a room at the very top. You do not see, around the exterior of the arch, you do not see the same sort of runes that you saw on the outside of the Tower of Abjuration. In fact, you don't see any sort of magical runes of the sort. This appears to be a bare, a plain stone archway.
You just can't use the word bear in
I
this
can't.
Yep.
context other than that creature is a bear
Yes.
or bear
Exactly.
takes 10 damage.
So you guys are outside the archway, peering in to the tower. What are you doing? Aside
if
from
I-
what I just described.
If I do augury, and just with the intent of just walking up to the top of the tower,
Mm-hmm.
what's it going to tell me? So yeah, basically Kaylee
Use
will
the
sit down and
stairs.
she'll start doing something. Use the stairs. She'll start calling on Saloon for guidance.
Okay. Kaylee, for your awareness, your perception, no one else can see this, but the air overhead darkens and you see stars twinkling above. And amidst all those is a shining moon. And you ask that question, and the answer that you get.
Cool. Okay, we should be good.
Well, I trust Kaylee.
Barrel walk in.
All right. So
Wait. Wasn't there a rune before? Is there?
There's not one that we saw.
This is a plain bare archway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Bear crosses the threshold. Bear, I need you to give me a charisma saving. No, I'm just kidding. You make it through. Nothing seems to happen, and you're standing on the inside of this room. Like I said, it's probably about 60 feet in diameter. Just a big circle with a very wide set of stairs circling upwards.
Up we go.
All
Yep.
right.
Fine.
Okay. You ascend the tower, and you get to the room above. The room above looks very similar to the room that was in the tower, at the top of the Tower of Abjuration. It's just a large circular chamber, and however, like I mentioned before, there's large parts of the roof or the ceiling of this tower that's missing. Large gashes in the roof allow you to see the dark, icicle-festooned roof of the great ice cavern beyond. Silver light emanates from a 3-foot diameter glass orb situated atop a 2-foot-high cylindrical stone plinth in the center of this room. Eyeballs drift inside the orb like fish in a bowl. Some appear to have cataracts, while others are bloodshot or pus-filled. But all of the eyes turn to gaze at you when you enter the room.
Oh, good.
God.
Fuck this.
You also notice that, so in the Tower of Abjuration, that
Mhm.
first step of the Arcane Octet, or whatever
on the
step it
ceiling.
was,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
on the ceiling. You don't see any writing on the ceiling of this tower because the ceiling is gone.
Are there pieces locking around?
There's some, but definitely not as much as you would expect if it had collapsed inward.
Hmm.
Awesome.
Can I try and see if there's any
I'm
any
gonna-
pieces in the room?
Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, but
Yeah.
as you kick over the stones and kind of pick through the rubble, you don't see any writing on any of these.
Fuck.
So I've got an
Um,
empty sack. I'm just going to drape it over that orb so it's
Okay.
not looking at us anymore.
So, Kaylee, when you go over with the sack and you put it over the orb, you see there's a plaque on the front of the plinth that has writing on it in Draconic.
Hmm.
That's what the
I
other
don't
one-
speak that.
I can read it.
Nehessa,
Yeah.
you read that the plaque says this: to find something, one only needs to use their eyes.
I hate this place.
Oh my
I
God.
love this place.
Hmm. And they're not peeled
I'm
grapes.
just
They are eyeballs.
They are, in fact, eyeballs. Maybe there's one peeled grape.
There's
No,
one
I'm kidding.
peeled grape somehow.
No, there is.
There's definitely a motif here, but I can't quite put my finger
It's
on
toenails.
it.
Well, okay, so part of the roof is gone. Can we, do we have a good... I guess you've revealed the entirety of the map, so, can we kind of, get a take in this area? The surrounding area?
Like around the tower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like use this as a vantage point to see anything.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're Assassin's Creed, laying out the
Yeah.
map.
We're synchronizing, yeah.
The eagles
Thank you.
flying,
Synchronize.
circling around you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of ruin. Obviously, a lot of the buildings are missing sections of them. And there's a lot of rubble strewn all over the place. Of note, there's a few different. So there's this. All right, I'm gonna just move our camera here. This
Sure.
section of the city,
Mhm.
all three of these buildings have
Mhm.
suffered extensive damage to their roofs.
Okay.
This one obviously has a big hole in it, like you can see here. This kind of curved spike of a tower also has a large hole in its roof, and then this glass dome has most of it is spider webbed, but there are spots where you can see pieces have fallen through.
It's the Biodome from that movie, Biodome.
From the from that
Oh,
classic.
sure.
From the 1995 classic. Jesus.
So everything else, all these lower buildings between where you are and there, they don't have like extensive roof damage. They just kind of look like they're, here and there or like cracking and that sort of thing. But those three buildings they all look like something or a number of things have fallen through the roofs of those buildings.
Is this a pit?
That is a 30-foot wide, no, 50-foot wide, I think, pit that goes straight down into darkness. And you see that there are 6 benches made of crystal arranged on the outside, and the benches all face away from the pit.
What?
Oh wait, did one of the Nothics say something about sitting by a? Oh well, they called it a well, right?
I believe.
yeah.
I don't remember that.
I think so. Maybe.
Someone watch the VOD.
Yeah.
Did...
I believe they did mention a well that you would sit near and you would gain insight from it.
Can we get insight from Moneth? like he's up here. He's got the perspective too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you asking him about?
Well, I mean, you gave us. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is like a block of structures. There's this pit,
Mm-hmm.
and these buildings are kind of nondescript, but also not terribly damaged. I don't know. What can he tell us, if anything?
He says that he says that the well was called the Wellspring of Answers. And he said that aspiring wizards would spend time meditating on the benches. He says, and there's rumor that they would hear whispers from the entity of the well. He's like, but I never spent any time near it. I didn't want to deal with that. This whole middle section here, he says that's the city's bazaar. It's their marketplace. And then the 3 buildings beyond, he says the taller one is an observatory with Yithrin's telescope. The glass dome is the menagerie, which was like a zoo. And then the other one was the theater.
Okay.
Observatory menagerie.
So is there anything we can do to repair this roof or reassemble it?
Well, use our eyes, apparently.
Right, but is that part of the octad, or is that something else? It's in Draconic, so the other part of the octad was in Draconic, but it's on the plinth with the orb.
Right.
Well, and I think the first one said, first you must. And
Yeah,
so
this got no indicator as which order we'd have to do
Extrapolating
this
a
in.
pattern from one piece of evidence, this seems separate.
Well,
whose eyeballs are these?
You ask Monoth that?
I guess I just ask aloud.
Oh, sure. He offers no answer.
I will peek under the sack, but I'll be like on one side of the plinth so that nobody else is like being looked at.
Sure. Yeah, all of the eyeballs inside swarm to that side of the ball and stare at Leif.
And I will ask for the piece of the octad.
Can I?
No.
Before you do this.
No, you may not.
Before people do risky things.
We already argued about walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
Walking up the stairs, yep.
Yeah. Neither wheel nor woe. See, it says it right there.
Leif, okay, so you ask about the arcane octad. You get this image in your head of swirling mists and fog. And you see, like, the fog is starting to part, but then it, like, once it does that, it kind of just envelopes back around on itself. So you get the sense that it's trying, like, this thing is trying to show you an image, but you're getting the sense that
I whacked the side of it like an old CRTV.
Kaylee does notice that Leif is doing something wacky, so she will cast resistance on him.
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
all
you have little faith.
All right. Leif, you see. Okay. The mist parts, and you see the roof, the ceiling of this room intact. And you can see the writing on it. And as you're starting to read it, you see the ceiling it bursts apart. And those pieces of the ceiling fall through into the observatory. You see them land and scatter along the floor of this room with a big brass telescope in it.
Which one is that outside again?
Over here?
That's the tower
That's
to
the tower, yep. And
fuck off.
And now, Leif, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Good call, Kaylin.
I've got a bless.
Whoa.
You got a bless and you got a resistance.
Well, it's the same thing. I just got because it says bless on the
Yeah,
sheet.
it's a D4.
Con is like my. Oh, it's not my worst save. Charisma's my worst save.
That's not going to be good enough.
Now, do you have?
What, inspiration? Do you want to spend your inspiration?
No.
No, this
Well,
is
if you
more
say
fun.
it, you summon the failure.
This is more fun. All right, I agree. Leif, you feel a piercing pain, almost like
You
in the
fucker,
back of
no.
your eyeball,
No.
and you feel this sharp, this all of a sudden. Next thing you know, there's like almost like you're crying.
Are you
There's
sure you
blood
don't want
pouring
to,
out of your eye socket,
use that inspiration now?
and you reach up to wipe the blood away, and you realize that your eye is gone, and you see your eyeball now floating inside the orb, staring back at you. You take 9 piercing damage. And
I suppose we learned where the eyeballs came from.
and you gain, lucky you get something out of this other than just the information.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
good.
You gain the
Is it another eye?
You gain the
Shanti eye patch.
I gained an eye.
an
Oh my
eye
god!
patch.
He's got like an eye patch dispenser at the bottom of the plinth.
Yeah.
I would like to point out it's one of our ranged fighters that just lost his depth perception.
So you lose an eye. You have disadvantage on perception checks that
Oh,
rely on
fuck
sight
off!
and on range attack rolls.
Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, just run up and fight. Pretty much. Well,
Yeah, what's the problem?
Time for that
I
reincarnation.
know I complained about the no returning thing, but this is extreme.
Now they're always going to be in hand. You don't have to
Yeah,
think
there
about
you go. You're fine. Problem solved.
Problem
I'll
solved.
run over to Leif.
Yeah.
I don't know. Examine the wound and worry over him for a moment.
Yeah, I was going to say Bear immediately, as soon as he sees this, is casting Cure.
Well, shit.
it.
How convenient.
Right, yeah.
The exact amount.
Thank you. Well, I had temporary hit points from the dawn thing, so
Well, still.
yeah.
What can we do? Can we get that back?
I'm not sure I want it back
well, we
after it's been in
apparently
the, after it's
identified
been in
which
the
one
soup.
it was. Just wipe
You
it off.
don't want it back.
Bear is examining this, orb to see if there's any way he can, crack it open, so to speak.
Where's all the
I'll-
rich stuff? What? I'm not
I'll
a pirate.
take-
I'm a ranger. I'm not something cool like a pirate. I'm a ranger.
You can be a pirate now.
Fuck
Um,
you.
Don't try and
Yeah,
dignify this, okay?
The swashbuckler should have lost an eye.
I'll take an Arcana check. Bear.
Okay.
They're a prosthetic body
I
parts.
like how
I'm
Nick
gonna-
was like, "You're gonna
I'm
get
going to
something out of this."
inspiration that.
It's a disadvantage.
I said exactly that.
Okay.
I'm joking exactly that. You gain the partially blind disadvantage. It's
I
like,
gave you something you get to write on your character sheet. I mean, what more can you ask for?
I'm not
This is
digging
not
by
the
them by
alright.
writing on my
definition of
character
fuck around
sheet.
and find out.
Yeah.
next time I give you a terrible weakness in Arkham, that's how I'm going to put it.
You gain something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear, you don't believe that anything you guys possess on you would be able to harm this magical artifact.
Guess we have to
I mean,
schlep
we
it
could
into
take
the
it-
abjuration tower.
I was going to say we can take it back to the anvil, but the question
just
is
gonna
whether or
destroy
not the
my
eyes
eye.
would survive.
Yeah.
It's like,
You
shatters
just said you didn't want it back.
I
bunch
don't
of
want it back. I
eyeballs
don't
just,
want it
like,
destroyed.
roll all over, and then we got to like run around and grab everyone.
Which one was his?
Yeah, and then what? We stuff it into his eye socket.
Hold still. No, open your eye. Open it.
We can't like reconnect an eye, can we? Magic.
We're
Let's-
fucking
let-
magic.
Let's
hole.
get out
So-
of this
Yeah, you need like
shithole and go to the
regeneration. or
observatory.
something.
Create a healing spirit and like walk through it.
This is beyond rude.
I guess, yeah, let's keep looking around and maybe we'll find a way to reverse the effects.
Regenerate is a 7th level cleric spell. Oh, druid too.
We'll get there one day.
There you go.
Right?
No, we won't. Let's skirt around then, and we'll go to the Well of Answers. Maybe the Well of Answers will be like, how do I get my eye out of this thing?
Oh, yeah, it's a
okay.
fucking carnival. Let's hit the funnel cakes next.
Let's give...
The Well of Answers says, whatever you do, don't give up your eyes. Yeah, no shit.
Don't look in the fishbowl. What?
No, it says this is how
All
you
right.
get your eye back.
Oh,
and
we
then
want
takes the other
let's
eye.
go to the well. Fine. Let's go to the well. No.
I agree. Let's do it.
You guys are gonna go to the well?
Let's go to the well.
Roxana sold her soul so that we can go, and get all the stamps in our little signature book. I visited every horrible thing in Etherin.
Yeah. C Maka in chat brings up a good question. If you cover your one eye that's still attached to your body, can you see out of the fishbowl?
No. Leif cannot.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Dang.
can. It says, let's get out of here.
That'd be really funny.
that'd be awesome.
It would be
All right.
next to
Horrifying,
useless.
but awesome.
Yeah,
Were you able to read the message in time?
it was in
Or at
Draconic.
least- No. Okay.
I'm assuming that Nehessa said it out loud.
I didn't look. I think he's talking about the roof.
But I can't
that he
read. I
saw in
can't
the
speak
vision.
Draconic, so I can't read Draconic.
Yeah.
Right? I can't read it out loud. I just see.
Correct.
I mean,
Draconic
unless you
alphabet.
drew the shapes or whatever. But
Yeah, but my
I was saying
perception's
that
off.
Leif didn't get a good enough look at it. Like it wasn't long enough. All he knows
Sure,
is where
sure,
the
sure.
pieces are. Yeah.
all right, so we
Well,
gotta
let's
get
let's head over to the observatory. But on the way there,
No, we gotta stop.
No, I said on the way there we'll stop at the well.
All right. You guys approach
I mean,
this plaza with these crystal benches arranged with their backs facing this deep well, which plunges through the city floor and down into darkness. The stone well, like I said, it's 60 feet in diameter. Excuse me. And it appears to be, it is dark, so dark that you can't see almost immediately. Like almost as soon as it goes, maybe within 5-10 feet of the edge. So the depth and the contents therein, you don't know.
I'm gonna drop a ball bearing down it. See if I hear anything.
Okay.
new dog, old trick.
The house is just aghast.
Pact of the ball bearing.
Back of the ball.
Rix, you drop a ball bearing down, and it takes some time, but eventually you hear a very light splash.
Like how long was it? You would say
3 minutes.
Jesus.
Okay, so it took this is gonna sound weird. It took so long that you believe that the well to be around 120, 150 feet deep.
That's just a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. Maka says a light splash followed by ow.
What do you think we lose in this?
Do we
Given that
need
it
to
was-
ask
No.
anything?
The creature said to listen.
Yeah.
Well,
They weren't exactly the most
Eh.
trustworthy seeming creatures that we've encountered thus far, though.
I don't see any need to replicate their behavior.
Yeah.
Oh well, mark it on your map. Let's go.
Should we pass through the bazaar?
Unless anyone wants an answer to something.
Can we put his eye back in his head?
There's no response.
Farrell actually.
I'm going to sit on one of
Fair-
the benches with my back to the hole.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
I'm not.
Okay.
If everything in here requires some sort of bodily sacrifice, it makes sense to put it
If-
all on one
Yeah,
person.
all on person because
Yeah.
we can
All
regenerate
on
them.
one person.
Yeah,
Leaf
no,
is just our canary in the coal mine.
Yeah, let's do it.
fine.
I'm casting resistance again.
This time I will accept.
Can you cast protection on self? Protection from self on him.
Protection
I
from
sit
self.
on some rubble and I just watch.
Leif, after a few moments, you do hear 5 distinct voices in your head. And
Is it
these
the
are
rest of
5
the
new.
party?
They're 5 new voices. They're not any voices that you've heard previously.
Right.
I should be clear. However, they do not seem to take any interest in what you are asking.
Did I say what I was asking?
You said
I
something
asked a
about.
question.
Oh, it was Nehessa that asked. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Then in that case,
I don't stand to listen. I'm not at the benches.
right. No, that's what I
Okay.
mean. So in that
Okay.
case, Leif,
Wait, how do you whisper again?
/W
Space name.
Space
Yes.
GM
or
to go to
GM,
Nick.
yeah. Hmm. That's the answer you get. And you don't know if that answer took your question
This is like when
into
you
account
press one
or
of the
not.
options on one of those automated phone calls and you don't get the department you wanted. Okay, fine.
Now, Leif,
Oh fuck.
I need you to make an insight check.
Oh, I'm not bad at this.
Hey,
Nice. Okay.
looky at that.
Nothing
Wait.
further
Oh
happens.
yeah. No, I don't have disadvantage on that. Sorry, what did that do?
Nothing further happens.
Okay. Right, I get up and leave.
Which, judging by this city, is a good thing.
Let's go.
What did you learn?
Nothing.
All right. Where to?
I wish I was joking.
Suppose we cut through the bazaar. Should we take a look at any of these places on our way? Check out the big building.
Sure.
Might as well.
All right. Leaving the well behind you. And oops, that was supposed to be for my benefit. There we go. Leaving the well behind you and heading into the marketplace, the bazaar of Yithrin. You head down that very gradual slope down into this recessed basin which holds the bazaar. And as you're kind of walking through these first couple buildings here, you hear the first sounds of activity that you've heard since the fight with the Flame Skull and the Magen. You hear reckless crashing and smashing from that large building ahead of you. So I'll move you guys back to from the large building straight ahead that kind of commands the head of this bazaar. You hear it sounds like something is just smashing through all kinds of stuff. You hear like glass and ceramic breaking, you hear stone cracking, you hear metal grinding on stone. And it all seems to be coming from inside that building.
Just smashing and crashing.
Yep.
Seems
Yeah,
like a good place to avoid.
Or check it out.
I Either you avoid it or you don't.
Those are the two.
Yeah.
Can we not try and get closer and observe?
You can, yeah. I was just describing it. You tell me what you
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah, I'll try and sneak over and have
Is
a
there
look.
like a window?
Yeah,
Nick, is there like a window? Like a second floor?
I mean, there's like a tunnel directly in front of us.
Yeah,
or
there's
whatever.
the entry. There's a large entrance, but there does not appear to be any windows on this side of the building. Nehessa and Leif sneak forward.
I'll
And
join
Leif-
here too.
Okay.
Sneaks forward.
Yeah, Leif's still getting used to one eye. And Kaylee joins them. So the three of you approach the building and peer in through this. And you see, it's dark inside, but you see this huge shape. Very, very large. And when I say huge, I mean D&D huge. It's a 3x3 square.
Sure.
Humanoid in general shape, but it's missing a head. And it is smashing through all this stuff, but it doesn't look like it's smashing through with like a destructive force. It's swinging some sort of big weapon. But its other hand is like groping around, like feeling. And it's just like wham, wham, knocking over stuff, stepping on ceramic, stepping on glass.
Does it look like the same thing that we got the head in the bag?
You do notice that this does look familiar. It looks similar in construction to the head of the golem that you did.
Oh my god, it's coming full circle.
I was hoping I could do a fake out and make you think it was a tomb tapper, but not quite.
Not falling for your bullshit.
You already did.
Again.
The town is falling for it.
So the question is, do we want to give this thing its head back?
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Kaylee's good with that.
We're a bunch of jerks otherwise.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we are a bunch of jerks, but
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
okay, yeah.
All right. Well, describe to me how you're going to do that.
With
They're still off,
great
you know.
delicacy.
In a bag, right?
Well,
It's in a portable hole. Doesn't fit in the bag.
this thing is making a lot of noise, and it has zero ability to perceive anything without a head.
Right, but we can
So-
see if we can talk to the head and see if the body reacts now that we're closer. Right?
Yeah, sure.
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 Get the scant in the head.
Oh, we could put
Yep.
scant on there.
I love it.
I think Scant would get even with you, though.
Probably.
All right, so you retrieve the head. And by retrieve, I mean you open the portable hole and just
Shake it out of the
drop
bag,
it.
or the
Yeah,
hole.
because it
Yeah.
just falls with
Gently.
a thud. So the head falls out and slams onto the ground, and the body's like swinging around, and then it stops. And then its arms go down. And it's like the head's, you hear the gears turning inside the head.
Who could talk to
Mhm.
this before?
Literally.
Scant.
Scant.
Scant. Because it speaks Laros.
Monoff speaks Laros.
It's just translating for us.
Yeah, so Scant,
Monoff
could
does
you-
too, yeah.
Yeah, could you tell the golem we think we found its body?
Yes, of course.
And to not murder us.
Golem! So Scant relays that information, and the golem responds with affirmative. Proximity detected. Please supply route to remainder of form.
Beep,
How big is the head?
beep, boop, shove the head towards
it's
The head is about the size of a
it's like
medium
6 foot.
creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
If
we
But
I
it's
have
super
a
heavy.
body?
Can we not just shove it through the
Wait,
door?
if I was in bear form, could I like roll it?
Or we could just put it back in the portable hole, bring it into the building.
Could do that.
Yeah,
okay.
but I wanted.
I mean- Okay.
Either of those sound like good ideas. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You want to change into a bear and roll it?
Yeah, I want to roll it.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, and you can make it with advantage because you're a large creature.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
18.
It doesn't roll as easily as you would like it to. It's more just you kind of sliding it across the
It's
floor.
misshapen, right? Have you ever tried
Yeah.
to roll something that's not perfectly spherical? It
Right.
goes like
Yep.
thunk.
But you're able to get it nearby, and then it's just the head's just lying there, and the body is just still.
I
Just
go up
imagine
and
you like crunching as it
Oh.
rolls over, and the nose is like the thing,
Yeah.
and it's got like Stallone's nose when it gets put back on the body.
Okay,
I'm
so
rolling fast
I'll
enough,
tell.
and I like bat its foot like to walk forward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Presuming it can feel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You bat its foot, and then it kind of does like a light little, like, not a kick, but you know,
Right,
it like
yeah.
swings its foot around,
And then I
and then
kinda
sets it back down.
his other foot until he's like walking in the direction of the head, and then I roll the head into his feet.
You do that, and then it reaches down, and it puts its hands on its head, and it lifts it up, and it sets it on its shoulders, and you hear this intense whirring and clicking of gears, and as these metal fibers start to reconnect, and it like cocks its head to the side, and then takes its hands down, and the eyes that were glowing before now glow with much brighter intensity. And it looks down at Runa, and as it turns to look down at Runa, just the act of it moving its head down, suddenly the head starts to slide forward, like almost like it's sliding off and it falls forward, so it's hanging just by like the front of its neck, and its face is now bam smashed up against its chest,
Medic,
and it's like error detected.
medic.
I just Runa slowly turns to Bear.
You're
Can
muted,
you
Josh. I
fix
think.
it?
Yep. Bear scrambles up and starts fixing it between a mix of both magical and mundane skills. So
I'm definitely picturing like when you meet Robo for the first time in Chrono Trigger, and Luke is just like teleporting around it,
Yes.
fixing it instantaneously.
yes.
Yes.
Bear, you get the head back up and positioned, and you feel a little bit better about its how secure it is, but you're also concerned that you lack, even with using magic, this head isn't going to stay on very securely. But the golem stands there, and then it looks, once Bear gets down, it looks down at Bear, and you see the head like start to shift when it looks down, but it catches and stops. And it's like awaiting orders.
Congratulations. One of the two of us is whole.
Bear looks like he's about ready to squee. Like pure joy.
Bear's
I don't
eyes
think
have been replaced with hearts.
Looks at everybody else. So
I don't think we need it to do anything. Wait, let's have it meet us at the entrance to the tower for when we finish the octad. Just in case.
Why wouldn't we want to keep it close?
Because it's more, because we've only got 2 pieces of the octad, with more chance of it being destroyed, losing its head again.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we want it for like the final battle, right?
All right.
No?
Mm. Can we just tell us and then we'll come get it?
Bless you.
I don't know.
We could, yeah.
Like, if I'm just thinking, like, if there's still Magen walking around, then like, can they reprogram it or something? I don't. Right.
Well, they wouldn't know it was misprogrammed, I guess. I mean, there's a chance.
Well, they haven't bothered it here.
Yeah.
Right? So should we just
mean-
leave it here for right now?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think we keep that card in
It would-
up our sleeve.
Hang on.
Think.
Your Your boxes, your noise boxes, do you have to be touching them or close to trigger them?
Yes.
Fuck.
I have to touch them.
Cool.
We can animal messenger it, I guess. Wait here
Mhm.
until we come back for you, or a animal gives you further instructions.
Hmm.
Affirmative.
Any animal.
Not
Yeah.
any animal. Let's make it a specific animal.
But we might not be able to get a specific animal down here. It might be like a fucking tapeworm for all we bloody
Oh,
know.
that's right. We have to find an animal.
Tapeworm.
We have Ghidra, right?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
Ghidra
yeah,
could do it.
Draken.
And
Yeah.
he's super in love with you guys right now. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
The Ghidra
he's
flies
totally
off
cool,
to
like-
tell him what, and he comes back
Look,
riding
look
this
how much
iron
worse it
golem,
could be,
and he starts
okay?
smashing the shit out of the party. Use me as a trap breaker, will you, man?
Ghidra had his controls reversed for a minute. Like,
Oh,
you know, yeah.
Let's continue to the observatory.
Mhm.
Should we search this place? See if there's anything
Oh,
interesting
it is a
here?
bazaar, I guess.
I mean, he's smashing it for 2,000 years. Is there anything intact in this room?
This building is
Yeah.
a mess.
Yeah.
There's nothing in this. It doesn't, like, as Bear was doing that, you kind of like looked around and it's
Mhm.
just broken shit everywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
We can look at the
You're
nearby
telling me-
buildings as we continue on.
sure. When you head out this building
Mhm.
into the plaza of the bazaar, in front of that, what you're guessing this used to be a fountain, this big empty stone trough. Nehessa, you see that there is at the head of this, there is a little pedestal with a big plaque on it, and it's written in Draconic, and it has all the names of the shops, and it's basically like a directory.
Oh, okay.
And there's stuff like there's an art shop, and there's that sort of thing. But the only one, like, they're all dark, they're all ruined, they're all broken, except for one building towards the end. It looks like it has survived without a lot of destruction. And
Mhm.
according to the directory, that appears to be the Hall of Silk.
Okay.
We might as well look into it.
Yeah. Okay. You said every other
No
shop
reason not to.
destroyed.
Every other shop is in pretty poor shape, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go
Let's
visit
go.
the Fibermancer. Scott
Yeah.
will be thrilled.
Every campaign has to have one.
We're gonna find the dragon costume here, aren't we?
It's like a human skeleton wearing the gaudiest, broken up dragon costume ever.
Silken drapes hang from the walls of this storefront, and the surfaces of these drapes are swirling with illusory images of of dragon's fire, and twinkling star fields. A group of Magians stand guard outside, and they watch you as you approach, but otherwise they do not react.
Let's go into the shop.
Sure.
Knock on the door.
All right, yeah, you knock on the door, and there's to your surprise, the
Do
door
you
swings
want to
open.
answer?
The door swings open, and there's another Magian inside who opens it.
Mhm.
And it steps aside, and it motions its hands inward, and you see the room directly inside is this large room, and there's these little round stone, not pedestals, like dais. There's daises kind of positioned around, and they're in front of mirrors. Most of the mirrors are cracked and kind of worn, but there's a bunch of them all around the exterior of this room. And the room is very tall. You're getting the sense that it goes all the way up to the roof of this very large building, and there's these very elaborate rafters up above. And as you're walking in, you see giant spiders crawling along the rafters. And the Magian motions for you to come in, and then takes a step aside and stands stone still.
No.
They haven't demonstrated any capacity to talk, have they?
Correct.
No, not really.
I'm gonna try talking anyway and say, "What is this place?" to the guy.
You say that to the Magian, and it turns and sweeps its arms, indicating the room, and then goes back to standing still. You get the sense that this is just an attendant or a greeter of some sort. You get the sense that this wasn't someone who operated the store.
Can we get a program? Okay, fine.
Can I get a sense on whether those spiders seem to be... I mean, I assume that they've noticed us. We've opened the door.
Well, they're moving around,
Oh god.
I'll take an insight check with disadvantage just because they're spiders, but I will take an insight check to see if you can read their movements. Essentially, they don't strike you as hostile. They're definitely not normal giant. They're not normal spiders. They're not even normal giant spiders. They're their own. You know what I mean? Like a giant spider in D&D terms.
Right.
Okay. These don't seem like that. But they're not moving or behaving in any way that sends danger to your brain, other than the fact that it's it's a giant spider, so.
Okay, even though it's not the greatest roll, Kaylee will trust her instinct and she'll walk on in.
Okay.
Follow.
Yeah, I thought we were
as well.
I was checking out one of the dais. The
sure.
form or whatever.
You get a sense it's mundane stone. There's nothing magical about it.
How big is it?
Yeah, it's about 3 feet wide.
How tall?
3 feet in diameter. The dais, it's just a couple steps up from the main floor. Each one is like that. You get the sense that these when you walk in and you look and they're in front of these 3 mirrors, each one, you get the sense that these are places where people would stand on these dais.
Try stuff on. Try stuff on.
Oh, sure, I'll hop up.
Okay.
What? This is my job.
So Kaylee stands up on there.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh,
No,
sure. So Kaylee steps up onto the dais, and as soon as
Kaylee
you do, the central mirror.
Feel cyberbullied.
The 3 mirrors, the central one, the reflection of Kaylee shifts and changes, and it's almost like a pool of water with ripples. And eventually, Kaylee's reflection is replaced with that of a very magnificently robed old human male, and he starts speaking to Kaylee in Laros, and Scant translates.
Oh, perfect.
And Scant says that this is yes, of course, this is Silksmith Mixil. He says, and he says that he welcomes guests to the Emporium. And he says that here is where they craft garments specifically for each customer, directly from the silk of the spiders in the rafters above. He says that each normal garment costs 250 gold pieces, and they apparently they do enchanted garments for 5,000 gold pieces, and yes, he says that he wants to know if you are prepared to begin the process.
We found an automated shop.
Now, has Netheril experienced inflation in the last 2,000 years?
That's a good question.
All right.
Do they have a menu of the enchantments or whatever?
It's not like we don't have money.
We don't have $5,000 though, do we?
I didn't expect to
I've-
spend money after leaving town or whatever.
I've got almost $2,000 myself.
Yeah,
I had
mean,
$1,000.
Same here.
I guess I haven't been updating my sheet.
we got a lot of shit in that fortress.
Yeah, can we get an explanation for the enchantments?
Yes, and he asks, and then he goes, yes, says that, the enchanted robes, they are designed for the spellcaster who leads a life of adventure. When you use magic, it enhances your resistance. Aha. Okay. I see. Yes. Okay. So it apparently it increases your hardiness upon the use of casting spells. It takes the excess magical energies from the weave, and it coalesces that around your form to increase your hardiness.
Do they take payment up front?
And he asks. And he's like, oh, and then as soon as Nehessa asks that, the Magen who let you guys in steps forward and holds out a box, and it opens it up. And you look in the box, it appears to be empty, but you also get the sense, like you hear it humming, implying that there's some sort of magical effect on it.
Yeah, I think I get what they want. Does anyone want to do this? Besides one person?
It doesn't do me any good, but if it does somebody else good, I'm willing to put some of my money for it.
Runa still doesn't have any attachment to currency, so she just dumps a sack of money at you.
Just hits her with a bag of pennies.
Yeah, because I've only got $1,000 from spells. But I would be indebted.
How much is everyone supposed to have?
I don't know how much we've made lately.
Because I stopped
I don't
updating at
either.
458 gold,
Oh, wow.
which was clearly a while ago.
I've got 1,800. 1,813 gold.
458
4 silver
sounds
and 2
like
copper.
encounter of the week numbers.
Yeah.
How dare you?
What? No, I'm just saying, because you guys have found a lot, especially in Sunblight. You guys got a lot of loot.
Mm-hmm.
We actually got a bit in Solstice.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we found a lot in Sol.
whatever. I'll just if I've got 1,600, I'll just throw 1,600 at Neza.
Okay.
One coin at a
I'm
time.
fine with that.
One coin at a
Trick
time
shot every
at
single-
disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, I drop in $1,000.
Okay.
Uh,
So are you doing 5,000 for an enchanted garment, or are you doing $1,000 for like everybody to get one? Because they're 250 for a regular garment.
Does anyone want a souvenir?
No. Unless there's a splash zone, I might want a poncho.
Yeah, I think we're
So-
doing one enchanted.
Oops.
Or
Bear will toss in 250 and give the measurements as best he can for his daughter.
Oh, sure.
Hey, souvenir.
Scant turns to Bear and Scant says, "Oh, he says to imagine the garment that you desire. Picture it in your mind."
Okay.
And as you do that, 2 of the spiders crawl down near one of those dais, and they kind of like circle around this empty stone circle for a moment. And then they start spinning and spinning and spinning web. But they're not, it's weird. Like, it's not like it's a garment, you know what I mean? It's not like it's a robe or anything like that. It's very like it has mass, this thing that they're creating. And then they spin it, and then the two spiders like stand it up, and it's a cocoon essentially, like a solid cocoon of web, but it's about the height of your daughter.
Oh,
And once they
gross.
have that, then they start spinning a garment around it. And
That's awesome.
this garment is it's exactly as you picture in your head. The colors are vibrant, unless you didn't want them to be. And yeah, the designs are like it's exactly what you're thinking. And then once it's done, one of the spiders takes it and lifts it up off of that, and then lays it down on the floor, and then picks up the web cocoon and carries it up into the rafters.
Train spider.
That's awesome.
They do.
I love that. It's actually a fairly plain but nice green sundress.
Oh, nice.
My dad went to Yithrin. Like,
He brought home a new robot, but I guess he got me a sundress.
No, it's cool. It is
I
a
think
nice
it is cool.
It was.
All right. So, do we have 5,000 gold for an enchanted?
Pulled up 5K.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If people agreed to it, otherwise, okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. So then, same thing happens. They instruct Nehessa to stand on a dais and picture what she wants this silk robe to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And the spiders will descend and craft it around Nehessa as she's standing there.
Cool.
And I apologize, I didn't have a handout ready for this, but the properties, this is called a Warcaster's Silk Robe. It does require attunement.
Sure.
When you cast a spell of first level or higher while wearing this robe, you gain a +1 bonus to AC and all saving throws until the end of your next turn, or until you cast another spell of first level or higher. The robe also has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can expend 1 or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells. DC is 15. For 1 charge, you can cast Fairy Fire.
What?
And I'll get a handout for this.
Okay.
Eventually, I'm just letting you know now. And for 2 charges, you can cast Blink.
Ooh,
And
Holy
it
fuck.
It
that's
regains
awesome.
all charges at dawn. But if you spend the last charge, you roll the d20, and if you roll a 1, it becomes unmagical.
So it was after you cast a leveled spell, you get AC and 8 boost to AC and saves.
Correct.
Okay.
Until the end of your next turn, or until you cast another spell.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, everyone.
What does it look like?
What was that, Dave?
What does it look like?
It's
black,
actually
isn't it?
like a half length jacket, like a bolero jacket. And it's kind of
Nice.
textured to look like really big chunky scales, and purple and gold and black.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like it.
Yeah. Me too. Figure out attunement again. Thanks.
Yeah, that'll be tough.
So, just so I can update it after everybody else gave theirs, how much did I have to put in towards your thing, Case?
I only had a grand.
I put 1,600.
So 26 then.
So 2,400 left.
Runa must have.
Runa
yeah.
threw money at me.
I haven't spent a lot of money, but I also, well, that's not true. I bought a bunch of components and stuff the last time we were in town, and so I only have, according to my sheet, 311 gold.
That's wrong.
That's wrong as well.
But I'm 100% certain that that's wrong because I have not been keeping track.
Okay.
Well, we'll say that Runa gave you a grand.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Because I think I bought the components before we got our massive our
Yeah,
massive
yeah.
wealth.
Yeah.
I have cash that I don't spend on anything, so like I think I've
Oh.
bought one thing the whole campaign.
Okay. So yeah, between
So how
Rix
mu-
and I, we
If you probably
Yeah, how much
700
are we
each is
short
covered,
now?
right? 700 each is covered.
Okay.
okay. That's yeah.
Well, the question is, do we have enough for a second one? Ooh.
That seems.
I've got
unlikely.
another 800.
Okay, so maybe not.
Well, if we can find out where the money is being funneled, then we can just get it and then do it again.
In all fairness, it's not
Wait,
like
are you
we'd be
suggesting that we
stealing it
put
from
strings on
somebody.
1,500 gold, 5,000 gold, and then just
Yeah,
yank it
hold
all back out
hold
of the
on.
pot?
Yeah, if I get some time, we can do locate object, and if it's just being moved to like a safe somewhere in the city, then fine, we just go get it. But if not, like if it's, if this is one of those chests that like sends it somewhere
Right.
else, then yeah.
Do they accept things that aren't gold pieces? Coin?
They will accept.
Dormammu, I've come to barter.
They will accept. What do you call it? Gemstones.
Oh,
How about this 50-pound stone statue of Thrym that we've been carrying around?
Of what?
The Magen doesn't look interested.
Right?
We've got a crap ton of gemstones from.
Oh yeah, we have so much treasure that we could have destroyed the economy with or whatever.
I don't
Yeah.
know if we have 5 grand worth, but we've got to have a lot.
Yeah, what I have here is 1,200. But there's also some loose coin that didn't get added into anything. So that'd bring it up to 15. And then I have, we should be able to afford another one if we want one. I don't know if we're going to spend on anything anymore. We aren't really going to town
Just
anymore.
Nick,
Right, yeah,
I guess
mean
we
that's
should have
fine.
clarified.
But
Does
if
this require
we
you
come
to
across
be
a stand
unarmed?
with a turkey leg and we've got no money left, so help me. No, nothing.
What?
Because
Sorry, I'm looking for an answer to Casey's question. Sorry, I missed the joke.
Yeah, I didn't hear you over.
We would not have bought this if it were placed armor.
No, this can be worn over armor.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're buying a second one?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
If everyone's cool with that.
yeah.
I don't care.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Something died.
Well, guess I'm not bringing any gold home to my daughter.
She's not
Yeah,
a
You
dragon.
got that dress.
You just got her a silk thing.
I'm so sorry, daughter. I know that times have been rough without me, but look at my new outfit.
It's specifically
Okay, we still have an entire city to roll for loot.
Yeah, right.
I demand that if we're paying for it, Kaylee's one looks like a dragon costume.
Well, Kaylee, go ahead and describe what it looks like for you.
It would be resplendent white, blue, and silver. And it would look very warm because she likes the cold. But yeah, and it probably like has some star embroidery on it. And like on the back of the shoulders, there'd be the 7 stars, a saloon on the back.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. Anything else that you want to accomplish or do in the Hall of Silk?
No.
Can Bear tip them with one of his little magic trinkets? Like put it in the box?
mean, if they accept it.
Deadly
Uh-huh.
serious about robbing this place, aren't you?
So I was raised by the mob, basically. 30 feet. Okay. There's a chance we can get it later. Like, you know, the little yak back or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So, Josh, are you doing that or no?
Yeah.
Great.
That's
So the Magian is holding the box,
Mhm.
and Bear offers it this little trinket, and it takes it, and it looks at it, and then it goes over to the wall where there are shelves on the wall, and it sets it on the shelf, but the shelf it sets it on is askew, so it lets go and it just slides off and falls on the floor.
Damn it.
Please tell me it goes.
Bear's actually laughing in character.
At one children shouting yay. Sound effect. Huh. All right.
You tried.
Okay.
Let's go to the observatory.
Left.
All right. You guys step out of the Hall of Silk.
Mm.
And this side of the market is in much worse condition than the rest of it. Like you can see on the map, there's rubble everywhere. And it looks like, as you can see from this, it looks like this was once a tower of some sort that has now crumbled and fallen into many pieces. And there's rubble all over the place, just to the southeast of your position.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought that was like a weird. I thought that was like a tunnel or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
so you come out of the Hall of Silk, and you probably would have heard this on your way in. I apologize because I neglected to describe it, but you hear the sounds of skittering and of rocks being pushed around, and you realize it's coming from that big pile of rubble. And after a little while, you see all these dismembered hands crawling all over the rocks, and they're trying to like work together to push pieces away and lift and throw stuff, and they're all just, there's hundreds of them just crawling around all over this rubble. And then after a moment you hear a voice call out in Laros, very alarmed, very angry, and Scant translates it, and he's like, oh, this appears there's someone who's quite annoyed with the work its people are doing.
Last time we found a bunch of disembodied body parts. Went really well.
That always goes well.
Yeah.
Where was the voice coming from?
It was coming from the other side of the rubble over here.
The Magian are still just standing around.
Yep, the six Magian outside the shop, they just watch you walk out.
We paid for this.
This is partially my fault, but we're getting sidetracked so much. I don't remember what our task is right now.
Yeah.
We were headed to the
This tower at the opposite end of the plaza.
so that we could get
The divination roof fell in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we could do what?
The octad.
So that we could go to the main tower and
Are you high right
do
now?
whatever
No,
it is
it's
to
4:20, but
weaken
okay.
Coral.
To get the second.
Okay.
Well, come on, I was holding off. I didn't know that we were.
Whew. All right. Fine. Let's investigate.
After a moment, as you all are standing there, kind of considering what's going on, and considering the Magian nearby you who are just staring blankly back at you, you see the spectral form of a human, a ghost, float up above the rubble, and it's shouting, it's pointing down at all these hands, and as it's shouting, like some of the hands, a big group of them stop and turn, like Thing out of the Addams Family, turn and like are pointed towards him, and he's shouting down at them, and then they all skitter around and they start pushing things away, and Scant is like, oh, he seems to be trying to direct an excavation of some sort.
How?
It's not a mate like a school tower, is it? That has fallen. It looks too big.
Oh, that'd be grim. Let's not talk about that.
What?
Not that kind of
What is
school.
that your
No,
guess?
I
You mean the School of Magic?
Yeah.
yeah, not School of Children.
No.
Oh, that would have been.
Okay.
Jesus.
God, that went to a dark place.
Fucking
the
hell! I
kind
know
that
I've got a
says if you're in
reputation, but fuck
elementary-
me.
Kids, was it?
Elementary. God. Home of the Magian.
God.
Hmm.
Is it one of? No, it's too big to be one of the 8 towers.
I don't know. Maybe it's a cool one.
I mean, this whole
It's
thing
the
looks
tower
like,
of a length.
it looks like it could be like one of those things that's
The
coming
tubes?
off the one of the tubes that connects to the main big
Yeah.
tower.
Does it
Could
look like there's a
be.
hole in that tower where a
Yeah.
tube would connect to it?
Yeah,
Well,
that makes
unfortunately-
sense.
We don't have that side of the art.
Scathing.
And I do like how there's absolutely nothing behind here, right?
Oh yeah,
That would
No.
be really inconvenient.
that part of the city, no one goes there. No one hangs out there. That's like the lame part of the city.
It's in
Oh,
shade
you-
all the time.
you wait till you get to that district. You just wait.
Nick is gonna add something there.
It's like the Tarask district.
The Taras
We
district.
walk
Welcome to Little Oblex
and then
Town.
we just cease to exist.
Hmm.
It's like, there's nothing back there, literally.
This ghost, after its hands all crawl away, it looks up and it sees you all.
Oh, I don't
And it-
care. Can we go to the observatory?
Something. And Scant's like, oh, he's saying to be of use or to clear the way.
Of use doing what?
I believe he's looking for something underneath all that rubble.
Ask him what he's looking for.
You there, see-through man? What are you looking for?
You there, ghost?
The person I was just talking to, yes.
Oh, well, no. What's your name? He says he's the. Oh, well, so okay, all right. I didn't mean to insult. Oh, he's a very uppity man. He says his name is the High Necromancer Catavix, and he is searching for his body so his spirit can be put to rest.
Ask him if he knows Octad.
Do you know of the Octad? He says it's written on. Oh, it was on the ceiling of his tower, which crumbled here.
Fuck off, is it the Necromancy Tower? It's
He
you!
forgot. He
This is
forgot.
his
He looks at
tower?
it every day. He's not going to
Oh,
remember.
let's go fucking dig then.
Yeah, if this is a
Let's
tower,
can we
do
get
need
the
to
robot to dig?
I was gonna say,
excavate mode.
That's going to be a lot of
Robo
bending.
Bear will.
There's a lot of bending.
He's basically a construction, right?
Well, it's a lot of bending.
I-
His head will
I-
come off.
I'll just mold earth.
Like a million times.
Well, I mean, every
Mhm.
6 seconds I can go funk and take a whole chunk of earth up. I'm sure that's way faster than like a bunch of hands digging, right?
And they don't seem to be doing anything worthwhile. Like these
Right.
hands are struggling.
Yeah,
All right.
I can excavate like a 5-foot cube of dirt, like, and deposit it 5 feet away every turn.
Right.
So
Okay. All right. So Runa gets started.
I'll
Is
head
it
over
just
and-
Runa?
No, I'll head over and start digging.
Okay.
Yeah, Bear, Robo Bear. I will cast Tiny Servant and create some other sort of small robot to help out.
Sure.
I will keep people hydrated.
I get an unseen servant.
Nice.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rix, were you sitting out too, or were you helping?
Trying to think of what I
Yeah,
can actually help with
I
other
can
than
just
like
picture
a
Rix with,
shovel.
like,
Well,
Rix
I'm
is
gonna
like,
tell you right now. There's not gonna be. There's no check or anything like that. This is. It's a time thing. The more hands helping, the less time it takes.
Sure. I guess I'll just say I can lend a hand and just start digging.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Is our assassin helping out?
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
would
is.
too. Well, he would stand there until everyone looks at him, and then he would move forward and help.
Wait. We should ask him if he knew this person when he was alive.
Did he try and kill him?
He's like, yes, he's like, he is who he says he is. He's the High Necromancer, Katavix. He's a. I didn't care for him. He's very uptight.
Was he handsy?
Fucking Christ.
It's getting late, folks.
So the work, all of you working together like that, it takes you all about 4.5 hours to clear through
Oof.
all of this rubble.
Oof. Indeed.
And as you're going, you find like a piece of roof that has draconic lettering on it. So you set it aside, and then you keep going. Then you find another one, you put it there, and then you rearrange them and all that. And you find that step of the arcane octad, and you find High Necromancer Katavix's ghost. The whole time he's like yelling at you, saying like you're not doing it right. You got to do it like this. You're doing it wrong.
His ghost or his body?
I'm sorry, you find his body. Yeah.
Okay.
Kaylee cast Turn Undead.
But once like you find like his foot, then he's like, oh yes, there it is, yes, of course, keep going. And then he's like all over, and he's like encouraging you now. Suddenly he's in a very good mood. And as soon as you reveal his body, he's like, oh, there it is, thank you. And then his spirit fades off in the mist, and all the hands that are crawling around suddenly all just go, and they all just fall flat. And so now you're standing in a field of 200 hands.
He doesn't actually have to be put to rest or anything. What if we just covered it up again? Would he just like reappear and be like, what the fuck?
Try it. But the step that you have uncovered for the arcane octad is 7th. Trace a circle with the ashes of the dead.
Do we have any
Well,
of
let's
those?
find this guy.
Pretty easy.
So I suppose we could.
Let's
Make a
cremate him.
fire.
Cremate him. Yeah, might
And
as
what
well.
Ashes.
Double check. Since this is the head of a school of magic, does he have any magical items on or near him before we cremate him?
Sure.
Yeah, he's wearing a ring of turn into ghost when I die.
Or
Wearing a
does he-
5,000 gold piece robe.
I was going to say, does he have 10,000 gold pieces on him?
Yeah.
Of the same style and appearance.
Yeah.
All right, hang on just a sec. Where
my
is
God.
that? There it is.
Oh, we're such trolls.
He's got a wand of nether oak.
Looting and desecrating the body of a head of a school of magic.
Again.
It's what they would
Looting and
want.
not the way.
You find
That's to say.
a spell scroll of where is it? You find a spell scroll of Circle of Death.
What?
Okay. Checks out.
Okay. Sure. I mean, where else would we? Okay. And he carried that.
To his death.
Well-
yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, in that case,
To the observatory.
well,
Let's
Let's do it.
cremate the body.
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, if we're gonna need some ashes, we might as well. Besides, I think it's probably still a better fate for this guy than lying in this place he didn't want his body to be.
Yep.
I think we have dubious consent from him to do this.
I don't think dubious consent is
Yeah.
legally binding.
So,
I
do you
will-
mind if I do ceremony on this?
Oh, for
Maybe.
funeral?
It's like, I've been waiting
They are
for
just
this
kinda
for 31
gestures.
sessions.
Mm, okay.
It would take an hour, but then cremating also probably takes about an hour. So
Hello's
um,
message in
Actually,
chat. Dubious consent is
Sort
that
of a
like being a little
self-centered-
pregnant?
No. This is
All
different.
right. Well, in the process of you guys cremating and of Kaylee doing her saloon funeral rite over the corpse, you're from this position, some of you are sitting on top of this big pile of rubble that you've spent the better part of the last few hours moving around and kicking over these dead crawling claws. At one point, you guys see, and now the whole again, all of Yithrin is kind of there's like this ambient purple and green light and all of that, but you see this bright white light kind of like flash and then dim down to more of a softer ambient tone, and that is coming from right here. This tower on the other side of the city.
I didn't see a ping.
This tower on the other side of the city that seems to have a section of itself floating above the rest of the tower. That
one?
section that. Nope,
I can't see it.
I'll
I've got the
reset
map
the-
zoomed all the way out and I can't see
Zoom
it.
out. Zoom out.
I've centered camera like 4 times, so I don't.
it's not working for me.
Not
not working.
Okay,
going.
then I'll draw a big line around it right here.
I don't see the line.
Oh my gosh, I
Nope.
drew it on the GM layer. Just wait, hang on. There, right there.
All right.
We had the GM layer active this whole time. Okay, yeah, that one. I see it.
Okay, so that tower, that section that's floating above the rest of the tower, most of the walls appear to be made of glass, and it looks like there's a bright light shining from inside of it.
let's ask our assassin buddy about that. You know what that is?
He's like, oh yes, he's like, that's the Skydock Spire. That's where the Yithrin sky coaches would dock.
Why would it flash like that?
That I don't know. I've never seen that before. That's some other activity that's been brought to the spire. Something else is going on over there.
Don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Are we going to the observatory or are we going to the activity?
No, let's stick to at least one plan this session.
Please.
Not assuming.
We already
Body-
did that.
Ooh,
We got our
shiny.
other-
Hey,
Okay.
All right.
this tangent proved really useful.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are now heading to the observatory?
We are really close to that conjuration tower.
Shut up, you.
I mean, it's,
This is
the
like
tower is
the way that I play
not going
open
anywhere.
games.
Okay,
All right.
so you get to the observatory. Outside, once you approach, as you're approaching the observatory, you hear the sound of something big and heavy banging on stone. And it kind of has this echoey sound to it. And as you approach, you see the bodies of 8 Magen. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You see 8 piles of ash
Okay.
outside the door to the observatory, and the door itself has been you can tell that there's been efforts to seal it from the outside, and whatever is banging on the inside of the door trying to get out.
Oh, good. That always bodes well. Who's there?
Tempted to just say, should we fly someone in to find the piece of ceiling and then get out?
What?
Well, I can't do that.
Oh, you don't mean.
I'll do that.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, you've got a climb speed. You don't need to fly.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll climb up the
We
outside
have
of
to
the
climb.
tower.
We have to. Or I could fly. Or
I can also fly and or climb.
yeah.
I
As
can't fly.
I guess I'm still in bear form, technically. Oops. Don't ignore that.
Okay.
There we go.
Wow.
I never rolled.
So you're gonna send someone in through the gaping hole in the roof?
Sounds like it.
Sure.
Who's going?
I will go.
Okay.
I still have appendages to lose.
I still have my tiny servant. I can send him in for us.
Oh,
We
thank
gotta
you.
open the door, or we have to get the thing up there.
He could easily climb up, or yeah, we can send him in to reconnoiter if we want.
Right,
That way, Leif won't lose another eye.
give me
Reconnoiter.
the
$10 word.
Give me the bag. I'll climb up. I'll find any pieces of ceiling that have writing on that I can't read, and then bring them back down.
Okay.
Bear hands over the bag of holding.
Yeah, Leif, you're able to scale the side of this, find handholds and all that in the stone. It was once very smooth, much like all the construction in Yithrin, magically crafted stone buildings. But the cracks and the missing pieces over the years make it pretty easy for you to make your way up. And you climb to the top, and you peer in through the hole in the ceiling, and you see this large brass telescope, kind of like the end of it's pointing right at your face. And you hear this clattering of mechanical parts, and then you hear something like, and then you see this hobbling green frog looking creature, kind of like walk around part of it, and he's holding a tool in one hand and he's holding a large part in another, and he's like bam bam, he's banging on the telescope, and then he gets the tool in there, he's like, and he's speaking in a language that you don't understand, and he's
Clearly.
very annoyed. And you see all the pieces of rubble are about 20 feet down on the inside.
I'm gonna try and sneak around.
Okay, I'll take a
I don't
stealth
wanna
check.
deal with fucking Ziggs too. Fuck me!
Oh,
Inspiration.
Okay.
I did give you guidance as well.
Oh,
I don't know if you
okay.
I mean,
saw
how
that.
long did it take him to climb up, though?
How long does guidance last? A minute? Ooh, yeah,
Uh,
that
That's
would have been longer than a
350
minute to
feet
climb.
though. 35. I got 35 climb speed. 350 feet.
You have 30.
Climb speed is
Okay,
the same as
yeah,
my
you're
Oh
water.
yeah,
right.
and you dash.
That would have
Okay,
been
yeah,
quick. Yep, that would have been quick.
yeah.
So go ahead and guidance that.
Yeah.
Ew.
17. Okay. Let me check this thing. Okay. So Leif, you climb over the side, and you're lowering yourself down gently, and you get to the bottom, and you kind of land on some of the rubble, and there's this moment where it like scatters and rolls around, and you tense up for a moment because there's nowhere to hide. It's just like the other towers. But this thing doesn't seem to notice. It's too busy. It's too focused on everything that it's doing. It's wearing long blue robes that have, arcane symbols on it, and it's this big, wide, green toad-like face, and it has these long claws, and it's just like, and it's playing with the observatory.
Does it look like the thing that Nehessa summoned?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It resembles a slod. And you can still hear the banging of whatever is down below. You can hear that in here because the doorway's open, and so you can hear that echoing up. But all the pieces of stone ceiling are at your feet here.
It's not red though.
No, this one's green.
So
Some of that
that's
seems
good.
worse.
So you gotta collect all the colors. We've got.
No, this is not
Green.
Pokemon. We're not doing this.
Gotta catch 'em
I'll
all.
s-
Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon. It's Power Rangers. We'll get them all together, and then
Yeah.
they'll,
They'll form the
hop
Giga
into their
Slot.
own little mecha.
The Giga Slod. All right, so what are you doing, Leif?
The
I'm
head.
going to look for the pieces of roof that have draconic writing on.
Okay. Yes, you find a total of Where is it? Find a total of 6 pieces with draconic writing.
Stuff them in bag.
Okay.
Sneak back up to the hole in
Can
the
he
wall.
can he tell if that's all of them?
He only sees
Well,
the
he
6.
doesn't speak the language, and he doesn't know what it said. So I
Unless-
have no
unless-
idea how he
unless-
could determine that
unless-
information.
Unless the,
But,
the
I don't
room
know,
for
if you
like
put 'em together, you
quotation
can see
marks
there's a
is
There's
universal.
quotes.
Quotes is universal. at each
See a
end.
capital letter and a period on the
A
other
capital
side.
room.
It
and
looks
then
like a
full stop.
motivational poster.
All right, so you collect those 6 pieces, then you climb back over and you go over and you as you're climbing up, you hear like this thing's speech stops. And you're like straddling the climb over to the outside of the exterior of the tower, and you glance down at it and you see it staring up at you, and it's like ah, and it starts shouting at you, like waving its hands like ah.
I was never here, and I fall out of there.
All right, you climb back down and you dump out the pieces, and this is what you guys see.
What?
Heard a burnt.
A burnt tongue.
Oh,
Shed
a burnt palm loosens the tongue.
There you go.
Shed a secret about
Yourself for all to hear.
Yep.
Can we write that down? Third. I'll write it.
Oh boy, more
What is
secrets.
it with Yithrin things wanting us to tell our secrets?
Yeah.
Us
Yeah.
middle schoolers.
City of Secrets.
No other part of the campaign is about them.
What did you see in there?
There was a slard.
Third, have a sleepover with all your friends and tell each other your secrets, including who you like.
Braid your least favorite party member's hair.
All right. I think that is where we'll end it for the night. We're a couple minutes before 11.
Sure.
We could keep going, but I think if we start another encounter, I
Oh.
think it's just going to take us too far past.
I have
So,
scrum enforcement. No way.
Depends on the encounter.
Oh, okay.
right. So let's see what you did. The Arboretum. You did the Magian fight. You did the Arboretum. You did the Divination Tower. You did the Wellspring. The Iron Golem. Hall of Silk. You guys did a lot this session. Tower of Necromancy.
Did
The
we?
Observatory.
You make it sound like a lot.
You did do a lot. You accomplished a lot. So we're gonna do, and you got 2 more pieces. Oh no, yes,
I'm
2
sure
more
Leif
pieces of the
doesn't
Arcane
feel like
Octet.
it was enough.
So we're gonna go ahead and do 6,000 experience for this session.
Nice.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
So that puts us at 59951.
Sounds right.
5, 9. Wait,
Is it
5,
64?
9.
Is that the next?
The legacy of this game is going to be the 1 at the end.
Yeah, that's gonna make the difference.
Yeah.
And to everyone who hung out and to ELOSF who came back, thank you so much for watching this session. Session 31 will be back next week with session 32, where we continue our journey through the city of Yithrin. So we'll catch you guys next week at 7 p.m. Tuesday night. Thanks.
Bye.
Mhm.
Bye.